In a few seconds.
That's great,
Yes,
man.
we're live.
How are you, by the way?
I'm pretty good.
How
Um,
you feeling for this game?
I'm feeling pretty confident in the team. I think the players are fresh. A lot of
I
these
can s-
players are fresh.
I can see on YouTube we are live, and Mr. Banana Man, hi, thank you for being here. One of our most loved followers, and Ricky M as well is here. Hello, Ricky. Ricky with double K. And yeah, let's go. How you feeling for this game? 6 minutes now, I think. I guess 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Hello, Roy.
Yes. I'm, uh, I'm adding the banner.
Don't worry. I'm gonna ask Mr. Banana Man and Ricky M how they are feeling about this game, what they think. I hope they have good feelings about this. I see AC Milan playing pretty well. It's a good start, considering we don't have the best team in the pitch.
Yeah, we don't, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best team you can ask for, but it feels solid. It feels more like a team that is not going to make mistakes. Hopefully, let's see. Uh, I'm not sure about the choice. Krunic. I'm not a big fan of Krunic, so let's see how he's gonna
Li-
do. Yes.
Laird, this one is for you. Read this.
Mm. I'm not Sonero trust, but lately I hate how the Milan management works. Uh, I mean, I think looking at the how people are reacting on social media, Twitter, Instagram, I think they are overreacting. As we said a lot of time, this team is overperforming. We, but yeah, the management can do better. I think I'm not sure about all these injuries. I think there's too many for a young team like AC Milan. So I'm a bit worried about the way they're managing the team and how they're training and all things like that. But yeah, they can always do better. But I think they're doing pretty well. And even Pioli, we criticize him a lot, but at the end, he's doing a great job with this team. Tomori almost did a big mistake. Nice one. Donnarumma and Romagnoli save it. So I think there is always something better to do, but pretty well at the moment. I believe we can manage to get those 20 points and be in the top four at the end of the season and have a fresh start next season from the Champions League. What do you think, Roy, about the management?
I'm very happy with the management, actually. I think they're doing the right steps to make the team grow in the right direction. Unfortunately, we can't become a super giant right away. It has to be step by step. So I'm liking what the management is doing.
I think the management did really bad the era, when they acquired Bonucci and players like this.
Was that Mirabelli?
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't following AC Milan at that time because I just moved to London and I was like working and I wasn't following, and AC Milan wasn't like the team to follow, to be fair. So I was just looking a few games and stuff like that. And I think yeah, that management was wrong, was really bad because the money they spent for average players were scary. Was scary. We spent a lot of money that period for a player that no one knew. I mean, how you can buy Bonucci for 41 million? Seriously. Everyone knows Bonucci is a good defender because Juventus is a strong team, not because he is a good defender. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's an okay defender. If you put him in an average team, he's gonna be awful. If you put him in a good team, he's gonna perform. And you buy him for 40 million from Juventus, giving to Juventus 40 million. I think that's bad management. That means you know nothing about football. What do you think, Roy?
Well, um, I was excited about Bonucci coming to Milan. To be honest, when he came to Milan, I don't remember the price tag. I don't really remember that, but I was quite excited about him coming to Milan. I was hoping he would do better, but I think I think a lot of the I was following Milan quite a lot of that period, and one thing that people they tried, I think a mistake that the fans made with Bonucci is they thought he was going to be a player that was going to make AC Milan win. But Bonucci is not that kind of player. Too much responsibility was put on his shoulders. The guy should have never come to Milan. Obviously, he had that relationship with Juventus, where something happened and then he left for about 1 year and then he went back. It was a weird. Well, I think Bonucci is maybe the weirdest piece of market that Milan has done in a long time. But I liked
It,
him. I thought I liked.
yeah, I mean, I've followed Bonucci since the beginning of his career. I think he was playing with Bari in the beginning in Serie A, and was bought by Juventus as a young, promising player. And he is him. He's never been an extraordinary defender, and Juventus was struggling a lot that period. They were seventh position, eighth positions, or something like that. And the problem, of course, wasn't the defense. The defense was okay, not the best defense ever, but it was okay. So the problem was the midfield. So Juventus was struggling at that time with midfield, and Chiellini and Bonucci were looking really pretty average as a defender. When they
Mm,
got the right midfield with Pirlo, Pogba, and Marchisio and Vidal, the defense started to perform.
yeah,
So
the
Bonucci,
midfield, right, that
yeah, the
midfield.
midfield is all everything. The midfield is everything in any game, in any team. If you have a strong midfield, any defender is gonna perform.
The midfield will change the way your team looks for
Yeah, the
sure.
way it's is the first they defend and they attack. They link the two phase of the game.
Yeah,
I I still believe that AC Milan, when they spend those money for Bonucci and other players, they spend the money on the wrong positions. They should have just invest on midfield, really good and really knowledgeable midfielder. Donnarumma, I think, is injured, so Tataruzan is gonna get in. Is warming
well,
up.
let me just say hello to Davide Romano. Good morning, Davide Romano. How are you? Our Manchester United friend, uh, Fatal Generation, says hello. And he also asks what the lineup is.
Well, I would say I'm gonna tell to Fate Generation the lineup for sure. But if he wants, he can follow us on Instagram, and he can find the lineup there as well. But the lineup is pretty simple. Donnarumma, goalkeeper. On the right, Calabria. Center defense, Tomori and Romagnoli. Left is Dalot. Midfielder, Kessie and Meite. Three attacking midfielder is Castillo, Selemacher, and Krunic, and striker Leao. Donnarumma, I think, is injured, so it's just a joke. Basically, Milan Lab and the people who are preparing this team, I think they're not good enough for this
Okay,
job.
we're going to talk
So
about that
Donnarumma
later.
is injured, and Tataruzano probably is going to get in. That's my opinion.
And guys, Amir, our friend Amir from New York, I believe, says, "Ciao boys, good morning, buona fortuna. Today with this lineup: Samu Krunic, Salamakers Lao. Oh my god." Okay, so what I'm seeing right away, in the difference between this game and Udinese's game is that uh, it seems like a more open game right away. And
Yeah, Verona plays football. That's a good team.
right, Verona is going to play football, so it's going to be a little bit more action.
Yeah, and I like that. I like because, uh, and I think the team is quite solid, and I don't miss. Hernandez, because Hernandez was playing really bad recently. He wasn't releasing the ball. He was trying to solve the game by himself. For this is a team. You need to pass the ball and you need to fight every ball. And he wasn't fighting every ball. He was losing a lot. And I don't miss him. Dalot is gonna do well, I think, or at least he's gonna be decent. My problem is Krunic, to be fair. What do you think, Roy? What is the
Well, I don't know. I want to see what he does. I mean, we don't really have other options, so everybody else is out, right?
No, I prefer Diaz. I prefer Diaz, or if you don't want to play with Diaz because you feel it doesn't give you enough consistency in the midfield, I will play with 4-3-3. So I will put in the middle KC, Meite, and Calabria, and put Kalulu on the right, and play with three on the front, Selemaker, Castillejo, and Leao. I wouldn't play with Krunic if I'm not playing with Diaz, because Diaz is better than Krunic, at least on creating.
Yeah, I don't really know about why Diaz is not playing. Fatal Generation says, "Yes, let's go." I said last week I wanted to see Tomori and Romagnoli together. Well, today that's what we have. Also, Leao starting. Yep. The offense. There's not many players, so Milan has to. Oh, you guys are lucky. Man U. We'll talk about Manchester United now. The Man U talks begin soon. Also, Leao starting. Where is Zlatan? Zlatan is injured.
Zlatan is
Ari
a festival.
Ari is not available today. He might join us later. He probably will join us for the post.
No, I think he's gonna join us in the second half. He's injured like Ibrahimovic. Doesn't feel it. It's
Ari's
a bit, it's a bit tired.
yes, but Ari will be joining us. So stay tuned, guys. Today is so Juventus 3-1 against Lazio. Huh? Big win.
Yeah, big win. I think Roma won. Yeah, I don't. Let me check.
Roma won 1-0.
Yeah,
Mancini.
Roma won. So tomorrow Atalanta is playing against Inter. So I would say we have to win this one. We have to win it
Yeah, we have to win all the games now.
because if you let's talk a bit about you know statistics. If we win this game, we kind of have one step closer to the Champions League, like really
Oh,
close.
yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't think Atalanta is going to win tomorrow. And if Atalanta is going to win tomorrow, the Serie A is open again. So there is two things.
Yes.
So I would say if Atalanta loses, we get 6 or 7 points from the fifth position, which is a comfortable thing. And we have to win, of course, today. If Atalanta wins tomorrow, it's going to be like, if we win today, it's like 3 points to Inter, or even Juventus is close to Inter. So the challenge is open even for Juventus. I'm not saying AC Milan. But today we have to win. It's like one of those games, 1-0, you have solid. Let's see. I hope so.
One,
It's
one
important.
thing that I'm thinking, just as far as motivations go, I don't think Verona has the same kind of motivation that Udinese has. Verona is in a pretty comfortable position. They're definitely not going to make the UEFA Cup or the Europa League, and they're definitely not going to get relegated. So they are cruising right now in whatever their objectives are. Milan has a little bit
To lose, yeah.
more, and Udinese has a lot to lose too. Also, going back to that last game, because they're really close, correct, to the
Yeah,
retrocessione, to the
yeah, Udinese needed that point. 1 point is it's a lot for Udinese against Milan. Verona, the players. There is your favorite player here, if I'm not wrong.
Zaccagni.
Yeah, let's see how he's gonna perform. And yeah, they want the players, Verona's players. I guess they want to play well, so they get a better team next season.
Yeah,
So definitely, and the manager as well wants to show is a good manager, not a parking bus manager,
Mm,
and wants to get a better team next season. So they have that motivation to do well. So
right.
even if they don't win, they want to play well. They want to show good
Yeah.
football.
Yeah. This coach is doing really well. The Juric. Um. So Federal Generation says that United is not playing bad. I've heard this that United right now is going through a bad spell of form. Good. Good.
And what I see on the United game for me is the opportunity for this team to play well, show that they can do a great game against a great team, and get some self-esteem. I need them to get some self-esteem. That's the only reason I want to play with the Man United and perform well. I don't care winning and going to the quarterfinal, I guess, of UEFA or
Yeah,
so. You know what I mean? I just want them to play well, get some self-esteem, and get back in Serie A performing and getting some important points there because UEFA is not important. Europa League is it's just boring.
well, we have so many injuries, and it's such a shame that we can't put the first team right away against Man U. That's what I'm kind of disappointed at. So Davide Romano says, "How are we playing so far?" I think my opinion is that right now the game is pretty open.
Yeah,
Nothing much is happening.
quite
Both
balanced.
teams quite balanced. Yeah, both teams are attacking. A lot of space on the field.
Leao had a good chance before with his header, but he's not good enough with the head, so it just missed the chance. I
He
would
had a
say if
oh,
Ibra was there, that was a goal.
he had an open chance right in front of goal that he missed. So City Fatal says we play City today. So if we get any points out of that, that is massive. And if we beat them, which we won't, we will go on a good run.
Mm. I mean, it's 14-point difference between City and Man United, and the problem is not just the 14-point differences. The fact that City is playing pretty well and it's pretty strong. So Tomori, Romagnoli, I don't. It feels a bit confusion in there. I think Tomori he has great physical ability. It just needs to improve a lot tactically. It needs
Yeah.
to get like some, and he's gonna do that because he's a smart player. So Calabria is the best until now. I love him.
Yeah.
I think
Calabria is pushing the most right now, for sure.
he is a fighter. Whatever doesn't matter. You're playing against Juventus, against Verona, against Udinese. He fights every time. We need players like him.
Calabria is definitely rising on top of the pack, for sure. And Ricky M says offense is aimless. I think out of all the offenses I can remember, maybe this is the one with the with the least pedigreed names.
Well,
Can you remember?
I mean, I wasn't expecting great offenses with these names. I don't think Selemaker, Castillejo, and Krunic can do anything good constantly. Maybe they can get one or two chances, but they're not gonna control the game. They are not good enough to control the game or control the build up of an attacking chance.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they prove us wrong, or
Oh yeah, even if they do a goal, still it's gonna happen because they create one chance, not because they are dominating the game. And I'm waiting for that to happen because that's the way we
right
can
now
win
there
the
was
game.
right now there was an interesting offensive attack, a bunch of one
Oh,
twos.
that's a good one. Almost we got a penalty kick. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did a bunch of 1-2s on the left side that led to a free kick of a Krunic free kick, top of the box.
Yeah, hopefully, let's see.
It's
How
the free kick.
what minutes are you, Roy?
26 11 right now.
Okay, so you are 10, 15
Who takes
seconds
the free
ahead.
kicks? Who takes the free kicks in this situation? Who's right-footed that can take a free kick from there? Oh,
No
Castillejo.
one. I don't think anyone can get that. I think the Selemaker or Krunic are going.
Uh, yes, Selemakers is on the ball for sure. Not Selemakers. Sorry, Castillejo's on the ball. He looks like he's about to take a shot.
Do you think he's gonna aim for the goal or just cross it inside? I hope he's gonna
I don't
cross
know.
it.
I can't tell
Are
who.
they gonna?
Okay. Oh, mamma mia, che golazo! Che cazzo di gol, Laert.
It's goal,
Uh,
man. Oh, I love you. It's a goal. I told you. That's the way
Krunic.
we're gonna score. We just won chances like this.
Krunic, guys. What a goal from Krunic. Krunic
Man,
just
thank
scored.
God. Finally. Thank God I'm wrong, man. That's the way to win this game, man. That's the only way to win recently for AC Milan.
Guys,
Sorry, guys.
Krunic just did what Cristiano Ronaldo has been trying to do for 3 years.
Shut up. That was a nice one. But that was a great goal, man. That was a great goal. These are the games and goals we need. We need to get those 20 points. I'm always saying for the Champions League. Hopefully now it's
Yes.
gonna be.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Very good so far. Very good. So let's see what our friends are saying. So Davide Romano says Leao should be kicked out, lazy and incompetent. Damn, Romano.
No, Davide Romano. Listen, people needs to calm down on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram. People needs to
He's gonna.
calm down. We didn't buy Leao to win a Ballon d'Or. We don't have Leao was bought for how much? For 20 million, something like that. That's
Uh,
the way players perform if you pay them 20 million.
yeah. Ooh, nice play by Kessie from the right head. Yeah, and Leao is still 21. Let's give him one more season. When he's
I'll give
21
him.
or
Sorry,
two,
Roy,
even.
keep going. I'll give him 3 seasons, man. I'll give him. But the thing is, you need to build a team when Leao is not the first choice. Leao is the second choice.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So you don't rely on him for big games or important moment of the season. If he's a second choice, if he's is you know has to play and help the team, that's perfect, and he's gonna grow. In 3 years, he can be the first choice at the age of 25, 24.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, the guy still has a lot of growing to do. Fatal Generation says Manchester City has 21 wins in a row. Jeez, holy fuck. 21 wins in a row? That is
Yeah,
insane.
it's the best team in the world at the moment. The way they play
Playing against in England.
and the performance they're having, it's just the best team. And uh,
Are the
and then
teams
they
in
have.
England
Sorry,
is
go.
the level so different?
No, no, no. They are just killing it. If you think the other teams are not they are not doing it crazy. You know what I mean? It's just Manchester City is killing it. That's it. Is Premier League is having the same issues Serie A is having, apart from Manchester City. The other teams have injuries. They are not performing constantly. So everyone, even Bayern Munich in Germany, is suffering. It's like losing some points, and it's just 2 or 3 points from the second position. So, but Manchester City is just killing it, and it's gonna be interesting to see if they're going to win the Champions League this season. Nice. Donnarumma is still playing, so I'm happy about that. I don't know if he's doing it because he wants to stay in the pitch or is really feeling better.
Say,
I don't know what to say. What do
yeah.
you are a bit of you are a coach, Roy. If you have a Donnarumma, which is 80% now, let's say, will you keep him in the pitch or change it? So I will change him. Uh,
Hmm. Honestly, I don't know because I don't know exact. Maybe I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
he
Like
has like a
he was
yeah,
holding his muscle.
yes.
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a very good question. It would be up to the goalkeeper. I think he should be able to. He should be intelligent enough to know whether or not he can continue. Okay, we
Yeah,
have a
but
counter attack. Hold on. Ooh, Leao, guys, with a beautiful shot. Sorry, go ahead.
no, nice one, Leo, I'll say. But the thing is, he's 22. He doesn't know. He doesn't have the experience to say, you know what, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
stay in pitch. You know what I
of
mean?
course. Yeah, yeah. But I think if he knew that he couldn't continue, he would ask for the change. You can, yeah. But let me read this. Ricky M says Krunic created and converted the free kick. So Krunic, man of the match so far, huh?
No, he's performing, and I criticize him a lot, but he's performing today, and I'm happy he's proving me wrong. That's what I wanna see. I wanna be proved wrong.
So NSM says, why does Pioli insist on Krunic? He always tries to force him into the squad. Give Hage a chance and tell him to. Bro, didn't you just see what Krunic just did?
And
Are
this
you?
thing about Hauge, giving a chance to Hauge, it's like you don't give
Is
chance to people. You need to train a lot and be better than the person who's playing. It's not about your chance is already given. You are in the squad of AC Milan. Now you have to get that position and you have to get it playing really well. Pioli sees Krunic in the training pitch and maybe sees that Krunic is performing better. That's it.
like look, Krunic is older and he's already a starter in the Serbian national team. So I mean, he's not. He's not like
And he's played a lot of years in Serie A
he's
already.
a lot
So
of guys. We just had a messy kind of play by Mete, but then he finished it with a terrible shot. All right, so Leo will fizzle out by the time he's 25 or 26, maybe, maybe not. 1-0 is a must win, to be honest.
yeah, we need to be solid as a team. If we, I realized something, especially in the first part of the season, that if we don't give a lot of chances to the uh, opposition, we get the 3 points.
Well, yeah, yes,
That's this team always finds a way to score or to be dangerous, even if it's
absolutely.
not like dominating the game. So that we need to come back to that mentality, there's a small team mentality. So don't give chances to the opposition, and whatever chance we have, we need to get the goal.
Yes, it also depends on injuries. If our starting 11 is fit, we are unstoppable. Milan is unstoppable.
But we need to forget about that. It's like I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, if we have the starting 11, we can win something." It's not gonna happen this season. So that's it. So
Yeah,
now
no,
let's be.
yeah, you're right. This season it was impossible to rely on a top starting 11 the whole season. Gigio says, "Don't be no." Davide Romano says, "Gigio, don't be Kepa." Do you remember that incident where the goalkeeper didn't want to go out?
If you want to call it incident, I mean that was like fucking. I don't know. That was the weirdest thing I ever seen in football. To be fair, I would if I was the referee, I wouldn't start the game if Kepa doesn't go out because the manager is the boss of that team. And if the manager is saying you have to come out, if I was the referee, I would tell Kepa, the game is not starting if you don't leave the pitch.
Yes.
Simple as that. So you have to leave, or I'm gonna give you a red card. Sarri is telling him to fucking leave.
Yeah, he acted like a bitch. I would have fucking bitch slapped him.
And it's not fair. I would have not paying for a year. I would have
Dude, what?
get all my lawyer and say you're not getting paid this year.
Yeah, he acted
That's
like a
it.
piece of crap.
What the fuck, man? You're getting paid. He's getting paid like 10 millions or something like that, and he's deciding to play or not to play. That's crazy, man. Anyway,
Let's read what Necklord says. Necklord says Manchester City are on artificial steroid. Okay, they are a team on artificial steroids. They would be in the championship if not for the money. They wouldn't be in the championship if not for the money. It's like an average sprinter getting steroids and beating Usain Bolt.
I don't think so, man. I disagree. I don't want to talk about Manchester City in this. It's a watch along Verona Milan. So, but I want to make it simple to this guy. Necklord, idiot. It's not about steroids, man. They are all short and small, and they don't even run more than the other teams. They just
Yeah,
move the ball fast.
the ball does all the running, correct?
You can get all the steroids you want, man. You're not gonna play smart if you get steroids. It's a proven fact. They are not running more than other Premier League players. They just
You know who
move the
looks,
ball faster.
you know who looks like they're on steroids? Bayern. Have you seen Bayern? They're all super muscular, super like fit. Everybody is. They look like pro wrestlers. I think
Yeah,
they have like
they get
they
big
have a
when you go to Bayern.
yeah they have a program. They have a program in Bayern that is all about like being a superhuman fitness kind of thing going on there. Well, it serves them well. There must be a reason Pioli doesn't play Hagway. Maybe he doesn't try as much in training. Yeah,
He's
probably.
just not ready for the Serie A to play from a lot. That's it. We need to give up with this thing about Auge. Davide Romano says Adama Traore is on steroids. Maybe we're gonna see that in a few years, but usually the truth comes out years later. But
Wow, look at
anyway,
this. Listen to this, Laird. Listen to what Amir says. This is a big one, okay? Are you ready?
okay.
Here we go. I believe with our starting 11, we would beat Manchester City in the Champions League.
What?
Manchester City.
City or
Hold on, let me,
United? What do you think? Wait a minute.
hold on, let me finish. Manchester City
Sorry.
plays. Manchester City's players would have a heart attack playing in San Siro on a Wednesday night. Well, that you do have a point. But I don't know about the first part. I mean, I like your attitude, Amir. I like your attitude. I give you that.
Listen, I would say, I don't know, man. The players we have, with 85,000 people in San Siro shouting your name, these players, Leao, Krunic, or whatever, Chalanoglu, Selemaker, they're gonna shake. They don't have enough personality to handle 85,000 people wanting
Yeah,
into
yeah.
a Champions League game.
I mean, yeah. Do we? That's a good question. Are our players ready? I think. I don't know. I think
So
that's a really good. I think
so go
now
for it. Sorry.
Milan. I think right now Milan needs the fans. Right now, this is a period in which Milan needs the fans more than the season
But
so far.
but looking how the fans are acting on social media, I feel like they don't need the fans in the stadium
No,
because the
no, but
fans,
the ultras, Lart, they're not like that. The ultras will sing for this team no matter what. It's the
but
people on the sides that are the problem. It's the ones that have the more expensive seats that are the problem. We need the ultras to be behind the team, singing, drums, energy.
then we need all the supporters, ultras or whatever, to start to appreciate this team, to start to be grateful because they did 53 points at the moment. Usually we finish the season with 59 points.
We have attack.
So they did 53 points and is still we need to play another 13 games. I mean, 12 plus this one. So we need to start to be grateful and just support them no matter what. Even if you see a lazy Leao in the pitch, you can always
Yeah, always.
criticize Leao in a constructive way.
Absolutely. And positivity, positive energy makes the team perform better no matter what. Even
Yes,
if your team, even if your team is shit, just giving them positive energy makes them fight more.
yes,
So,
definitely.
so Skillard said we all have to apologize to Krunic. That's true. Fatal Generation says rate the top 5 leagues in order. Mine is Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga. What? Serie A, La Liga, Liga. Okay, okay. Can I? I'll go first, Larry.
What is the question? Rank the top 5 leagues. We are listen, Fatal Generation. We're gonna do a podcast about all the leagues in the Europe and see if the Farmer League terminology is right or not. But if you want to go for this, you can go, Roy.
I'm gonna say it. Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Please. I don't care what you guys think, but this is what I think. I think Premier League is the first, La Liga is the second, Bundesliga is the third, Ligue 1 is the fourth, Serie A is the fifth.
Oh, you think Serie A is the worst one?
Yes.
Um, so, in terms of money, so the Premier League, it's so unfair to judge the Premier League the best league in the world for a simple reason that the money they have access
Yeah.
is ridiculous. If you think, I was looking at an article, and I'm gonna do probably a video about this with Aaron. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to do a video. I was looking at an article. The last team in Premier League, so let's say it's Sheffield United this season, or maybe I'm wrong, but let's say the last team gets almost 80 million from the TV rights every year in
Yeah.
Premier League. Juventus winning the Serie A and going in semi-final, quarter-final in Champions League gets 90 million from the TV rights. So the
Yeah. There's a
last
big.
team in Premier League gets the same money of the first team in Serie A, in La Liga and Bundesliga and France. So with this amount of money you have, and you go last, making 10 points, 9 points, I think there is a lack of knowledge of football in Premier League. And if the best managers in Premier League comes all from Germany, Italy, and Spain, it means there is a lack of knowledge of football in England. And if the last time you won a World Cup was 1966, it means there is a lack of knowledge in terms of football in Premier League. And the money is covering that knowledge. That's my opinion. As a show, it's the best show to watch because it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I
the
think that.
new stadiums, the sponsors,
Right.
big players, but as a knowledge, they are behind, in my opinion.
Yeah. The EPL as a brand is in front of everybody by miles. The fields look, the perfect fields, the stadiums, just amazing energy. The football always very offensive, back goal to goal, but um, you know that's what they like in England. In England, they like open football, they like fast football, they like this goal to goal football. It doesn't. It seems not to translate so much at the national level, but club level, England is second after Spain as far as Champions Leagues go. So Spain is first, England second, Italy third. So it's. I don't think they are doing a lot of things right. And also the other thing about the Premier League is because of the British Commonwealth. So the audience is huge. They got the
Yes,
biggest audience.
and they speak English. Everything around the league is English. So a lot of people from United States follow them, Australia, Canada, even the worldwide. Even people from China, they speak English. Who knows how to speak English? They follow the Premier League. They don't follow the Serie A. You have people talking not even proper Italian. So I think the best thing the Premier League has is the marketing and the way they do business. But in terms of football, they have the money, so they can buy the players and do. Let's see. Let's talk about, for example, Atalanta. Atalanta is playing the same football Liverpool played when they won the league. But Atalanta doesn't have top players, doesn't have the money Liverpool has, so that's why it's never going to win anything. But in terms of knowledge, it's the same level of knowledge. And Atalanta plays offensively. First half is finished.
I want to say one thing about Italian football, and as far as my experience goes with Serie A. So the past, when Serie A is at its top, at its elite, is when Inter, Juventus, and Milan are all three competing for the Champions League. And when I say competing for the Champions League, I literally mean they're going to be in the semifinals, they're going to be in the finals. I mean, so in these past 30 years, for 20 years, that's what it was like. Milan and those three teams were top in Europe all the time. But ever since we lost that trifecta, Italy's level has gone down drastically. So we need to get these big Italian teams to get back in the Champions League to try and win it and become competitive. Then we can put Serie A back on top.
Anyway, some people. Let's see some comments. You guys.
Okay, so I'll go one by one. Thank you, God, you're not. thank God you're not. You don't work for UEFA, Light. Traore on steroids. I think he means financial steroids. Yes, they definitely are on financial steroids. That's for sure. Mandzukic now seems like not a great choice to backfill Zlatan. He spent more time injured than playing. Vicky, I think you're right. I mean, I'm thinking, why did we sell Colombo? I mean, why do we bring Colombo on loan? We need him.
Can I say something about this? Clearly, after 2 months now, we see that Mandzukic is not the right choice. And I was one of them in January. I thought was an okay choice. Like, it's a perfect player to be a second choice for Zlatan, but he's getting injured every time, and he's clearly not fit to play in a Serie A. So yeah, it's a wrong choice. They made a mistake. Colombo would have performed more and run more, fight more, and be more used more. So yeah, he's right, and I don't see Mandzukic renewing for next season, for sure.
Okay, Decklord says, could they afford Pep without the money? That's what I meant. They buy the league. I mean, money. Hey, you got money, good. Spend it. Chibuzo Okoye says, I wish Milan can choose to opt out of the Europa League. I see the competition as a distraction. The fewer games we have to play from now to May, the better. I mean, there's a point to that, but I want to see Milan compete I want to see Milan beat Man U. I want to see Man U beaten by us.
To be fair, I want to see Milan compete against Man U just to see the level of this squad.
Yeah.
So at least when you go to the summer market, you know which are the 2 or 3 players you need to acquire to get a better team for the Champions League, because Man United is a Champions League team. They've been really unlucky in Champions League, to be fair. But at the level of the squad is a Champions League team.
And Milan has a great history against Manchester. I mean, great. I was looking at it. It's 5 wins apiece. But Milan has some very big wins against Man U in the past. Like semifinals. A bunch of semifinals, actually, like 3. I think 3 semifinals. Milan has gone to a Champions League final via Manchester United 3 times. Once in 58, and then we lost against Real Madrid in 58. In 69, the semifinal was against Manchester United, and in 2007, the semifinal was against Manchester United.
Yeah, and I want Maldini to go back to the Old Trafford, because I think it is the best place for Maldini. He loves that stadium. He won the Champions League against Juventus in that stadium. So,
right, yeah. We have a decent history with Man U.
That's one of my favorite stadium, and as soon as this pandemic finish, I'm going there for sure to watch a game. I want to be
Nice.
there and see how was it to win the
Yeah.
Champions League against Juventus. I still think it's the best day of my life.
Nice. Okay, so Davide Romano says ultras sometimes are also the problem. They hated on the great Paolo Maldini. Yes, Paolo Maldini had a pretty contentious relationship with one of the groups of the ultras because of some extra soccer activity that was supposed to happen. So there was some heat going on with one of the groups of the ultras against Maldini. You guys remember we beat Barca 2-0 in Champions League with Montolivo and Niang. Wow. San Siro and Ciel is like a drug from young players. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, I remember that game. I remember even the game after when we lost 4-0, I think, and Jan got a post and we could go further. But there was another Milan. It was Allegri as the manager, and we had El Shaarawy as well. It was a good Milan. It wasn't so bad.
Oh. Davide Romano says, Roy, you know nothing. That's the most BS ranking I've ever heard.
I kind of agree a bit with Davide Romano. I mean, the fact
is
you
your
know
ranking?
nothing, that's not true. That's not true, actually, no. But I don't agree with your ranking.
You haven't told us your ranking. What is your ranking?
My ranking is I'll put the Premier League on the top because just the money. They have the money and the atmosphere is beautiful, and they can afford best managers and best players. But the other leagues, I put them all in the same level.
Really?
All
Come
of
on.
them in the same level.
Yeah. Guys, La Liga has won the Champions League for 5 years in a row, just before
Listen,
Bayern.
No. I wanna clarify this. La Liga didn't won the Champions League 5 times in a row. Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Okay, but those are the two biggest representatives of La Liga.
No,
the same way.
I don't think is a good league. A league when you have two teams, they spend $1 billion each, and they have the best generational player in the history of football, and the other 18, they just get 5 goals every Sunday from them. That's not a league for me. That's Real Madrid and Barcelona playing tennis to each other.
I definitely don't agree. I think Spain has been dominated in Europe Champions League, and Spain has been dominated in Europe Europa League. I mean, yeah, you can argue it's always the same teams, but this is what the Liga offers. They offers these teams like Sevilla has been winning the Europa League for the past 10 years more than everybody else.
Man, Sevilla has been winning the Europa League because I'll tell you, Europa League.
Hold on, sorry, let me just finish and then you go. But it's not the Serie A, it's not La Liga, it's not Premier League. It's both competitions have been dominated by Spanish teams. So that to me says that they are higher than us.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. There is a reason why Ronaldo and Messi have done so many goals in their career. Of course they are good. Of course they played with the best team in probably the history of football recently. But even the opponent, man, I've seen them tactically giving like airports in front of them to run and score. It's like there is no tactical football. They are technically really valid. If you see Suso making the difference, it means something about that league. If you see players like Baca or other player that didn't touch any ball, I mean, Bobo Vieri said, I went to La Liga and scored 35 goals, and I could have do 40 if I didn't get injured.
Yeah, because that's the way they play. They play
and
offensive.
He came in Serie A and he didn't manage to do more than 25 and struggle a lot.
To me, it is measured by what you win, not by how you play, but by what you win. And to me, it's inevitable. Like you can't even discuss it. You can't even argue the merits that they deserve. Winning 5 Champions League from one country, like when was the last time that even happened? You had Barcelona, Real. No, was it 2 Barca? What was
3
2 Barcelona?
Real, 1 Barcelona, I think.
Yeah. And then Sevilla. So I give them a lot of credit.
No, I think winning in Champions League for Real and Barcelona doesn't have nothing to do with the La Liga. It's not because La Liga is a competitive league. It's because they are too good. Simple as that. They have the best player.
The Spanish football, the school of Spanish football right now is superior to the Italian school of football. And it hurts to say, it breaks my heart to say, but right now it's just superior.
I don't believe in these things on the football school, if it's better in Germany, in England. I believe on the fact that in Italy, if you are young like Tonali and you're not playing good, everyone is shitting on you. Anyone, no one cares about you. Everyone is writing, "Oh, we need to trust the young players. We need to give a chance to the young players." But as soon as the young player plays bad, they shit on him like he's been playing for 20 years and he needs to have the experience to perform like a top player. So that's the
Well,
problem with Italy. The fact that
this
people don't give a shit.
this is one of the big problems with Italy. You're absolutely right. The way that players are just thrown away if they make one mistake, if they have one shitty game, they're like executed. The players are executed. Um, so yeah, I definitely agree there. But let me keep on going with some comments. Fatal Generation says La Liga is finished. Serie A is so much better. And Necklord says Premier League is marketed better. Doesn't mean the football is better. German League is the most exciting. So Necklord thinks the German League is the most exciting.
Yeah, it's good football. They play well. They don't park the bus. To be fair, no team parks the bus there. They always try to play football, and it's not bad. I like it. I like the fight. But Bayern Munich it's kind of a. Don't get me wrong. I hope supporters from Bayern Munich they're not gonna be upset with me. But Bayern Munich is kind of a bit of a mafia. They always get the best players from other teams in Bundesliga, so they kind of kills everyone else.
You know what? You're mentioning that. You know what? I was watching the highlights of the Dortmund Bayern game, the game that Bayern won 4-2. I was thinking to myself, I'm ready to bet anything that Haaland is going to go to Bayern. I'm ready to bet anything that because Bayern always buys the best players from Dortmund, and he's going to go to Bayern.
If Haaland had another manager and not Raiola, probably already signed for Bayern Munich. But Raiola is smarter than that. Raiola knows that the real money are in England.
Raiola can be always, unexpected what he does. He's kind of you don't know what he's going to do.
Raiola, the whole strategy of Raiola with Haaland, I think, is he's gonna get a 10 million contract with Chelsea or another big English team for 5 years, or 12 million, whatever they is going to ask for Haaland. And at 25, 26, Haaland is gonna go to Real Madrid or Barcelona to get 15 or 20 million a year, because he knows the La Liga is a less consuming league than the Premier League, and after the age of 26 you start having a lot of injuries and problems, so it's better for you to go in a easier league than the Premier League. So he's gonna play the Cristiano Ronaldo career strategy. So when he's young, going for a team in England like Ronaldo did with Manchester United, at this peak he's gonna go to Real Madrid or Barcelona, win everything there, or try to win everything, and at the age of 32, 33, move to Italy, which is a lower league, and keep making money.
Yes, well, I think he's going to go to Bayern next, but we'll see. Anyway, let me keep on going. Ricky M says Seven Sisters era of Serie A was great. Which one? What era are you referring to, Mr. Ricky
I
M?
remember that era. It was the era when Cannavaro, Thuram, Crespo, Verona was playing for Parma. Nedved, Bobovieri.
90s.
Yeah. Lazio had Bobovieri, Nedved, and a lot of other great players.
Yeah. Fiorentina had Rui Costa, Battistuta. Remember that?
Yeah, it was sick. And again, that was the best league because they had a lot of money.
Exactly. But that time, Serie A was the best. But you know why? Also, it was the best because in the 90s, the Champions League was dominated by Italian teams. Milan from 88 to 95, Milan was always in the final. Then from 96 to 99, I think, Juve was always in the final, even though Juve botched all their finals, like they always fucking do. And then Italy just and then Milan kept the tradition going. Inter was still competing against Milan. Milan went in 3 finals, Inter a final. Now we don't see that anymore. Now it's just Juve. Anyway, let me go on. Giulio Mucci says Milan needs to seek a good striker in the summer with experience, but they're still youngish to learn from Zlatan and take the lead in the next years. All right. Let's see. Let's keep on going.
I will sign Aguero. Aguero can do easily 15, 20 goals in Serie A.
Like, what do you think about this? Oh, yeah, I would love to have Aguero. What do you think about this? Should Milan have ever sold Crutone, Necklord? Necklord thinks that we shouldn't have never sold Cutrone.
I think yes. I think.
All right.
Yeah. Well, go for it.
Sorry. Fatal Generation says that was then. This is now. Atletico is going to take Chelsea out. Barca is going to do. Oh, Chelsea is going out to Chelsea. Atletico is going out to Chelsea. Barca is going out to PSG. So, well, you don't know this. What are you? Do you see the future? Let's see
exactly.
This week. NSM.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just read the comments. Catch up to all the comments. Pato had no club in January and he signed for Toronto for 100K. It would have been a good gamble to bring him for literally nothing. Yeah, why not?
I'm a big fan. I used to be a big fan of Pato when he was young and not getting injured every time. So yeah, I would have get Pato instead of Mandzukic. I was more excited when the rumor came out about Pato than Mandzukic because I don't know. It's just because I'm a big fan. That's it. But probably it would end up like Mandzukic with another injury, staying in the bench. So I don't know. But yeah, I would get Pato.
Davide Romano has something to say to you, Lart. He says, "Don't you dare underplay the greatness of Ronaldo and Messi."
What I did that.
Fatal Generation says all Spanish teams in European competitions are struggling right now. Yes, that is true at the moment. I would say entertainment-wise, the Bundesliga is by far the best. But Giulio Mucci says Barbara Berlusconi commented on AC Milan's team. Please don't let her get... This is funny. Giulio Mucci says, please don't let her get near Teo or she's going to make him the new Pato.
I'm going to try my best, man. Don't worry.
So the second half has started, and I think Gigio is still in. No changes so far. I don't think any tactical changes have been made.
Yeah, same team. I see. And I think Leao is fighting this game. It's putting some effort.
He has more space.
Yeah, I feel like he's growing. It just takes time, and I think it needs at least 3-4 years to get the player we want from him. You need to wait. You need to wait for Leao. You need to be patient. With young player, you need to be patient.
Pato ruined his career by sleeping with Berlusconi's daughter.
Nah, man. Pato had you know who ruined Pato's career? I know who ruined Pato's career. Of course, the Berlusconi daughter didn't help for sure, but Milan Lab ruined Pato's career.
Ooh, a dig at Milan Lab. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Players have moved across the planet to be at Milan Lab.
Well, I don't know, man. But when Pato came at 17, he was like, thin and fast. He was light. He was light. And they decided he needs to put up muscle and play as a striker.
Right.
That was the wrong decision. He was fast. He should have stayed on the wing side.
They tried to speed his growth unnaturally, too fast.
Exactly. Why? Why you want to do that? Everyone,
Because
everyone at Milanello was saying Maldini, Ancelotti was saying he's gonna be the next Ronaldo, like the phenomenon, the Brazilian one. And why
and
you
also
speed up his growth?
they just didn't manage his recovery times when he got injured. They always botched the recovery time. They should have kept him out longer. They should have,
Exactly.
yeah.
You said the right thing. Exactly. He got injury in that winter, and they recover him quick and put it again in the pitch in February, and he goes injury again.
Yeah, it happened like 3 times in a row,
He's
something like
like
that.
at the age of 22, something like that, 23. That was crazy. That's bad management.
Yeah, that was very poor man. We do have an offense by AC Milan. AC Milan on the right now. They have ball on the top of the box. They're playing some tiki taka in front of the box. Ball is
Nice.
in the
Oh,
box.
come
We have a
on,
through
Telemarker.
ball. Hold on.
Yep.
We have okay.
I like the
Verona.
people. I like how the player are keeping the ball.
Yes. Yeah. Team
It's
is playing very
impressive.
well.
It's they're playing well.
Andrea Timotin says the realization that pussy is better than football ruined Pato's career.
Oh man, people don't know.
You're
Really,
roasting
people
Pato.
people don't know what was the problem of Pato. Pato had problems with injury. Do you think the other players never seen pussy? And I don't understand that. What do you think they
That
are?
was a good. That was like he wasn't into that kind of thing. He wasn't like parties and the night lifestyle. He was more like very focused.
He was normal kid at 21. Any
Okay, we
just
have an attack, guys. Okay, guys,
what happened, Roy?
amazing goal by the Portuguese sensation Dalot. Who?
Oh, I'm so
Dalot.
happy. Dalot scored.
Dalot scored a goal that Cristiano Ronaldo has been trying to do for three
I'm
years.
so happy for those people who write on Twitter and Instagram. I seriously don't like the toxic comment on social media. I'm
Thank you,
like,
Larry.
I really don't like it. Even I don't like a lot of AC Milan play, but I'm not going to write on social media because people don't realize that people read these comments. Players read these comments and they suffer. Anyway, 2-0. Let's go, guys. I want to see Inter tomorrow. What is it going to do?
Guys,
Let's go.
and I want to say beautiful play, beautiful synergy by the team. They're connecting. They're passing the ball. They're playing very nice football. And the goal now came off of a very nice coordinated passing game between the players, finished by a sensational shot by Delors straight into the left corner.
Nice one. Nice one. The guys are focused, man. I love
And,
that. I love that.
it's nice that some second team players are getting on the score sheet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy for Dalot and Krunic. Even I criticize Krunic, don't get me wrong, but I'm happy them to do well because
We need
uh,
them to do well. We need everybody now.
we need everyone to do well, and I don't have nothing against them. So I hope them have a great career anyway, even if it's not playing for AC Milan. But I'm gonna always support the 22 players, 24, until the end of the season. After we can talk about transfer and other things. But during the season, doesn't make any sense to criticize them heavily.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Bella giocata, Amir.
Yeah, bella giocata, grande giocata.
General,
Roy,
General Jenner said,
do you want to do the watch along in Italian for 5 minutes, or let's do it another time?
well, let me read this comment first. Let's go. Can't wait to have him back at United. Oh, wait, generations. He wants our Dalot. No, come on. You didn't want him like a last. You didn't want him 5 minutes ago. You didn't want him, right? Fatal Generation. 5 minutes ago, you didn't want him.
Well, Roy, I want to ask you something because you like the tactical aspect of football. What do you think playing against United with defensively Dalot, Romagnoli, Tomori, and Kalulu, midfield Calabria, Meite, and Kessie. On the right, Selemacher. On the left, Theo Hernandez, and Leao as a striker.
Well, okay, so that it would depend on Manchester United's formation. Guys, oh, hold on, we have another play attack from it. Oh, guys, we almost had a third goal. Beautiful shot from Salamakers towards the left corner of the goal. Light, it would depend on Manchester United's team. If Manchester United team has their first team, their strongest team against the team that you said, I would think that Milan would probably be better off playing a defensive game. But if we're going to play our first 11 against their first 11, it will be a perfect game for AC Milan because Manchester United is definitely not a team that is going to close down. They're going to leave a lot of space, and Milan loves space. So I think Milan could be Manchester United first team.
We don't have the first team. I'm talking about reality now. We don't have the first team. This is the team we have.
I want to know where Manchester United is. So
Manchester United always plays with a 4-2-3-1.
Okay, so like us.
Yes, but I'm saying we don't have players. So playing Calabria midfield like a 4-3-3 with Calabria midfield and Theo on the left attacking. So you kind of have a lot of defenders, but you still can attack in counter-attack.
Okay, but since you're in London and you're closer, what is the situation with Manchester United? Do they have injuries or do they have their first team fit?
Well, Pogba is not available. I know that.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And they don't have big injuries, but anyway, their team is not sensational, if you think. So they don't have incredible midfielder.
I don't think they're sensational. I don't think it's the Manchester United like back in the day. I think it's doable. But look, if you guys think that it's going to be an easy game, no way.
It's not an easy game. It's not an easy game because at the end they still have their best players. Bruno Fernandes, they have Rashford, they have Cavani, Greenwood, Martial. So
sorry,
they have
we have
force.
We have an attack from Salam. We have an attack from AC Milan from the left. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Good one, Leao.
Andrea Timotin says, "Dai cazzo, do it." Generations. Yeah, he admits that 5 minutes or 10 minutes ago he didn't want the law. Salcedo from Lazio.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Skillard says this game proved there is gold in garbage. What's the saying? Another man's trash. No, what? A man's trash is another man's treasure, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's
right.
This game proves that people are overreacting to everything at the moment.
Okay, guys, we have great news. Our Manchester United scout has given us some great news. Cavani, Van de Beek, and Pogba are out for the AC Milan game. Good.
Well, sounds good. I don't know if it's
okay. We have another free kick coming in.
How they say in Italy, it's not always Sunday, man.
Non è sempre la domenica.
But you never know. Maybe now it's for Castillejo.
So I gotta say, Milan is looking good. Verona is playing this game as if they are a big team. So they definitely should have played this game differently so far. But so far so good, huh?
Yeah, I think Verona underestimate a bit this AC Milan. They saw a lot of injury and they say, you know what, we can actually have fun today, and they didn't have fun at the moment.
And my favorite player Zaccagni is not showing much.
Yeah, man, it's looking at the injuries AC Milan is having and everything. I will go and buy players in Premier League or Germany. They are physically better prepared, and
Oh, you don't trust Italian players?
I don't think they are physically good enough at the moment. You don't see any incredible football player from Italian league at the moment. Do you see a lot of preparation from the managers and a lot of tactics, and but not players? Like if you see, for example, Tomori, you don't find a player like Tomori in Serie A with that speed and that physical condition.
That is true. They're not.
But in
They're,
Premier
no.
you can find a lot of them.
Mm.
I will go for the Premier, buy some
Um,
players.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happening with Italy. The talent is just it's becoming less and less. Something needs to happen. But I like what Mancini is doing with the national team. I think he's put together a really good team.
I wouldn't mind Mancini as a AC Milan manager after Pioli, to be fair.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
I think he's brave. He's a brave manager.
Yes, and he's got personality and he doesn't care.
He doesn't care, and he finds talented player. I remember when he was a manager of Inter at that time. He find Maicon. He decided to put Julio Cesar as the first keeper instead of Toldo, and everyone was criticizing him. It did a lot of changes that Mourinho got the merits after for winning the
Right,
trophy.
right. Absolutely.
So
Uh,
Balotelli is another one. Balotelli was really young, and Mancini said, "You're going to play. You're going to be in the first team." So
speak,
Mancini is a brave manager. Mancini.
speaking of talent, how unlucky has Italy been for these past years to have two of our best talented be such hotheads with Cassano and Balotelli?
Oh yeah, true. I mean,
If only
Cassano is just crazy.
if those two guys had like a professional attitude, wow.
I
Especially
would
Cassano.
I would say Balotelli had the issue of becoming a superstar too early. He was too
Yeah,
young, and he was like too cocky. And another thing, Balotelli had an issue with racism in Italy, so I think he suffered that a lot. He never been focused to be a football player and to just try to isolate himself from the criticism.
and the
He never grew up.
media is on him all the time.
Exactly, media loves that, and
It's on him all the time.
media loves to kill a talent or a hero.
Fucking
They
hate
start with
hate the Italian media. I fucking hate it.
He's the worst in the world, in my opinion. It's the worst media. I don't believe nothing what they write.
Yeah, it's just
I don't believe them. About Cassano, I think Cassano was just crazy. All the fault he has in his career is his fault. Cassano was just a crazy person.
yeah, yeah. And he was lazy. Cassano was really lazy. He was
Cassano was eating bad, sleeping bad, not being an
right.
athlete.
Yeah, he totally wasted his opportunity in Real Madrid.
Ooh, yeah, and he
Vic,
was the greatest talent, even greater
yeah.
than Balotelli.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Italy has been unlucky. But anyway, let's read. Vicky says, when are we going to see Kalulu again? Kalulu last performance. Remember, we were discussing this. Tactically, he didn't really guess the right things to do, and it was visible that he was doing the wrong things. And then he was pretty upset when he got subbed. You could see it from his face, right?
Yeah. He learned a lot that game. because, as I say, he didn't read the game properly. He didn't realize what the team needed from that game, from that position, from him. So he learned a lot. He watched the game again, and he saw the wrong approach. And I think it's those games he learns a lot and improves more. There is no rush for Kalulu, Hauge. It's not the right moment for a young player to come in and perform when you need the 3 points, when you need to get the top four, and everyone is criticizing the team. A young player is gonna suffer. He's never gonna find the way to help the team.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
there's very few young players that can change the face of the team. There's a handful of players that
yeah,
age. I mean, Mbappé's okay. We have an attack from AC Milan coming from the left. Salamakers, top of the box. Okay, we're playing some tiki taka, top of the box. We have a through ball in the box on the right.
we're playing well, man. I like it. I like it the way they're playing.
Yeah.
I like it. We are controlling the game.
And so far, not any dangerous shots on Donnarumma. So
Really good. I like it. I like it. Watching the game, I have the feeling Verona is never gonna get dangerous.
Hey, don't jinx it, man.
Well, fuck it. If I jinx it, it's my fault. I'll get all the responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, they could score like a goal on a corner, but I don't see them opening the defense up right now. By the way, they're playing right now.
And by the way, Tomori should play from now until the end of the season.
Every game.
Every game.
We have enough.
I don't give a shit about Chiar and Romagnoli. You can put me in the middle with Tomori. You can put anyone with Tomori, but Tomori needs to play every game. I don't care anymore. No excuses anymore. Is a team slow? Is a team better? And I don't give a shit. Tomori needs to play. The guy is focused. He runs. He has pace, and we need to believe in him and buy the player, and that's it. He has to play.
He's definitely playing as if he has something to prove. Okay, guys, we have a corner for Verona now. So let's see how Milan defend this corner. As we were saying, I think the only way Verona can score is from a situation like this. So it's very important that we defend these situations.
Yeah, fuck. I should have shut up.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Corner coming in. Gigio Donnarumma.
Gigio.
Okay. And Laird, what do you think about Mate? He's playing a really good game, huh? Mate is coming in.
I feel like he's getting better on the mental side. I feel like he's more confident now.
Yeah, he's starting to adapt to the system of the play, to his teammates. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Mate.
Yeah, and I think he was really scared in the beginning to play for AC Milan. He was feeling the pressure.
If he continues like this, he might end up getting an extension. If he continues, let's see if he grows from here.
Let's see.
Amir says that if Leo scores this game, he will take a shot of grappa.
Grappa. If Leao scores, I'm gonna get 2 shots of grappa.
Fatal Generations. We will see you during the week for the Manchester United pre-games.
Oh yeah, thank you, man.
NSM says Romagnoli had to be dropped. It's sad, but it is what it is.
Who is saying that?
NSM.
Listen, what is this thing about Romagnoli has to be dropped?
You started it, Laird. You started on the Rossoneri.
No, I always said if you have 4 defenders, Romagnoli is completely fine. It doesn't need to be the captain or always playing. That's wrong. He cannot play every game. He cannot be the captain of a team is going in Champions League, but not dropped. I don't think you can get rid of Romagnoli and spend another 30 million for a decent defender. I don't think it's the way to do things.
Oh, look, yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, Zaccagni is out. So the low scoring, that was unexpected. Yeah, that was unexpected. Still no subs from Vic Key. Yes, still no subs. It looks like they want to keep the shape as long as possible. Okay, we have a good defensive play from Tomori. Very good defensive play from Tomori. Verona attacking from the right. Sorry, from the yeah. Okay. Now it doesn't look like Verona can really do much damage today, guys. So far looking good.
Nice. Tomori, man, is good. Tomori is good.
Let's just not Liverpool this game up. Can
Man, I'm not gonna live with that fear for the rest of my life. I don't care. I always gonna comment what I see, and clearly I see the guys are performing well. They're focused, and
sure.
that's good. And Tomori is good, man. Tomori needs to play, even if he does a mistake today. I want him to play next game.
Yes, sir. Forza Milan, ragazzi, Forza Milan.
Yeah, Forza Milan. Another thing, what I was saying, I forgot. Oh, fuck it. Who cares? We got.
Okay, we have an attack coming in from AC Milan from the right. Verona just intercepted, and now Verona has an attempt of a counter attack. Throw in for AC Milan. I think this might be reversed. At this point, I think Milan is playing kind of like safe. They're playing safe. They're not pressing high as much. I think Milan soon is going to transition into protecting the lead. Maybe in about 10 or 15 minutes.
And about people saying why there is no changes, I think Pioli doesn't have any player to put in.
This would be a good game for Hague, I think. It would be nice to see Hague on the wing.
I think.
Okay,
yeah, maybe Hague, yeah.
All right, Milan with the ball. We have Mete. No, they lost possession, top of the box. Ball to Verona. So, let's see. What do you give? How do you rate Krunic? 1 to 10 today.
7.
Nice. I think 7 is fair. What about Dalot?
7. Yeah. That's usually I give 8 when players perform really well in semi-final of Champions League, winning 2-0, 3-0. That's when I give a 8.
Yes,
7 is enough for Verona.
There is a player that I've noticed has lost a little bit of momentum, and that's Calabria. We haven't seen much of Calabria in the second half, which is kind of strange. I think maybe he's playing a little bit more conservative right now.
Yeah, no one wants to risk it anymore. And that, right, so,
Samu today is playing on the left wing, not on the right wing. Okay, so 20 minutes to go. Probably in 7-8 minutes, we're going to start to see some tactical changes, and Milan is probably going to start protecting the lead. We're probably going to start bringing in fresh players.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pioli is going to use all the changes to waste some time. He's going to make all the 5 changes, or 3, whatever he wants to make, to waste a bit of time and break the game.
Yeah, and he brought a player from Primavera. What's his name? Robak. Okay, guys, we have an attack from AC Milan. We have Castillo on the ball on the right in the area. He's cutting in for the shot, blocked by the Verona defenders. Mete with a nice header, kind of like the assist he did for Ibra in the derby. Nice through ball to Leao in the box now on the left. We have a cross for nobody. Leao cross into absolutely nobody. How are you behind me, Lart?
Yeah, I'm a bit behind, but it's not a problem. Don't worry. If he crossed from nobody, I can imagine.
I mean, who the
Well,
fuck was he crossing to?
well,
he
that's the point. If Leao goes to cross and no one gets in, of course it's gonna be for nobody.
he's supposed to be the player at the receiving end of the cross. Is he crossing into himself?
Exactly. So
Okay. We do have some space for Leao now on the left. Coming in, dribble from Leao. Verona defender botched it. Milan still has a ball on the left, top of the box, playing some tiki taka in front of the box. Game has been stopped.
Leao is playing well, man.
Yes, yeah, I think he's doing pretty good. Ricky M says, "Oh no, I'm not sure what he is referring to." Amir says, "I think Leao had a good shot of Grappa before the game. He saw Ibra standing there." Joel, where is Ari? Ari is not available today. He might show up for the post game. We will see.
I think he's injured, man. Like all the squad, AC Milan squad.
He's at Milan Lab right now.
He's the Milan lab getting the wrong prescription.
Of course, we all miss Ari. Ari is the man, the most energetic, passionate AC Milan fan on YouTube. But he will be with us this whole week. We have a lot of podcasts, a lot of lives coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we're going 15 minutes towards the end plus stoppage time. So we still have about 20 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still tough. It's still we need another 10 minutes like this to control the game like this. I don't think Verona after the last 5 minutes is gonna really care anymore.
No, I think that we were saying this earlier. Verona is in a spot in the league that is very comfortable, very comfortable. They're not expecting to go to Europe. They just want to avoid relegation, and they are very comfortable on top of relegation. So Verona is definitely not going to give us the same kind of problems we saw with Udinese.
Yeah, I think the same. Oh my god.
So Verona takes a shot from midfield pretty much and goes into the stands. Looks like Hagwe is going to be coming in a few minutes, probably for Castillo. I would like to see a Hagwe goal. I want to see Hagwe score a goal.
Well, if Auge scores a goal, everyone on Twitter and Instagram wants him from the first minute. So
Right. He's the new golden ball, Pallone d'Oro.
yeah, exactly. Everyone is gonna talk about him like he's the new Ronaldinho or whatever. And if he plays bad, everyone is gonna say he's shit and he shouldn't play.
Yeah.
But I hope he's gonna score. Yeah, as a young player, you need always to keep up with your self-esteem.
Right. And we really need our second team players to step up right now, especially with the games coming up.
Do you think, Roy, if AC Milan gets 3 wins in a row, we can come back to that mentality we had in 2020 and go for the last 9 games really tough and go for a nice, all winning, you know what I mean? Something crazy.
Yes. If you have these kind of wins that propel you up top, but it also depends on what the other teams do, because Lazio that season lost some key games that gave us the opportunity to go forward. Oh no! Woo, guys! Verona almost scored a goal on a cross from an extended corner. a header, but it went well wide.
Yeah, that was dangerous. But this is the only chance AC Milan gave to Verona, probably.
Absolutely. What do you think they can do it? You think it can happen?
I think if we get 3 wins in a row, so Verona, Fiorentina, Napoli, I think, and a great game with Manchester United, I think something gonna switch on their mentality of the players. They're gonna believe it and they're gonna start to run more than before and be more focused and believe they can make it.
Mm.
I feel that. I've seen that in a lot of teams. And
Wait,
if Inter drops some point, is gonna get even more that belief is gonna grow even more. Even if you don't win the Serie A at the end, doesn't matter. But they're gonna go for a good run. I feel that.
yeah, for sure.
And we need that mentality because we're going to play against Lazio. We're going to play against teams that you can actually win. Sassuolo, Parma. I would love to see AC Milan, the last 3 games of Serie A, being there. 3 points, 2 points from Inter. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah. Look, I'm going to say this, and this is my prediction, all right? And let's see if I'll be right or I'll be wrong. I think I'm going to be right, so I'm going to say right now. Inter has had a really long spell with no injuries, okay? So all their players, all their best players have been playing continuously for a month or a little bit more a month. But those injuries are coming. And March is going to be deadly for Inter. They're going to lose a few. They're going to lose a few players, and then the team is going to go on a down flop before they come back up. Kind of like the stock market, it goes up and down. So I think Inter is going to lose a few players in March. April is going to be a shit month for Inter, and we are going to get all our players back, and we're going to catch up with them. Prediction.
I want to jinx it to Inter, and I'm going to say they are not going to have any injury from now until the end of the Serie A.
Nice. We have an attack from Verona. Oh, nice. Tomori with a super defensive block. Tomori, guys. Tomori earning his spot.
Tomori is good, man. I was so happy when AC Milan, I heard that they're going to get him. And look, Gigi is always interacting with him, always,
Guys, we have a corner for Verona. All right. Threat taken care of. I didn't know Tomori, so I didn't know what to expect. I saw some of his highlights, and he looked good, but I didn't know what to expect from him coming into the Serie A.
No, I kind of know him a bit because I was following the Premier League last season, and I saw the good run that Chelsea had to get on the top 4, And no, Tomori is a good player, man, and he's been playing a lot. That's the thing people underestimate. He's been always on loan before the previous season, so he played a lot. He played a lot of games, and he's just 23. And he got called by the national team as well. He got a call.
Which national team?
The English national team.
Oh, okay.
So he's on that conversation. And the fact he came to AC Milan because he really believes he can get a spot from that national team for these Euros coming this summer. So he wants to perform. He wants to play.
Well, I'm a fan, and I wish him nothing but the best. Okay, so let me give you an update of what's going on in Serie A right now as we speak. Crotone is beating Torino 3-2. That's a very important game for relegation. So Crotone is beating Torino 3-2. Okay, hold on. We have a counterattack. No, nothing. Fiorentina Parma right now is 2-2. So that's mid-table teams 2-2. Verona Milan 0-2. And we are currently at 56 points. Juventus at 52 with one game less. Roma at 50. Crotone is the last team, and they're beating Torino. I think this is going to be Belotti's last season at Torino, and this is Milan's opportunity to get a striker that is probably realistic to come to AC Milan, a striker that can give Milan a little bit of a push as far as depth.
Why everyone, even you, Roy, thinks Belotti is a great choice for AC Milan? I don't see it.
I don't think he's a great choice. I think he's a realistic choice. Guys, we have a corner. We have a corner coming in for AC Milan.
I know, I see it. And
okay,
let's see. No, I want to say just that AC Milan is gonna have money to spend if they go to the Champions League. That's the thing that people don't realize. And you have to spend if you want to stay in Champions League and go to the top 4 next season again. You cannot ask this team to overperform again. You need to put some new players. And I don't think Belotti is coming from an awful season with Torino. It's going to save AC Milan and put them in the top 4 next season. Going from Zlatan to Belotti is just a suicide.
Well, I think that we need. Remember AC Milan's 2007 roster. Our offense was Shevchenko, Inzaghi, Thomasson, and who was the fourth one? Crespo.
Which year? Sorry.
Well, we had
2007. You're saying?
Yeah. Look, the times when we were competing for the Champions League, we had 4 top strikers, pretty much on our team.
I will tell you, from 2003 until 2007, AC Milan had, let's say, in 2003 we had Inzaghi, Shevchenko, and Thomasson.
Right, and there was one more. Who was the fourth one? Let's see if anybody there knows in the chat.
I don't remember the fourth one, but I remember there was Rivaldo probably.
Rivaldo, right? Rivaldo was the yep.
I don't know if he left in 2003, but
no, he was in the squad.
And we had Ricosta, Seedorf, Pirlo, Ambrosini, Gattuso on the midfield, and other players for sure. I don't remember exactly. The year passed, and we had Crespo, still Shevchenko. We had Kaká, Ricosta, and Inzaghi always there.
Right. This was the player I was thinking about in 2007. We had Gilardino.
Gilardino in 2007, he scored against Manchester United on the 3-0.
2007 we didn't have Shevchenko though. 2006 we had.
No, 2007 we didn't have Shevchenko. Shevchenko left 2006 for Chelsea, 50 million.
And that was the year that Milan won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was incredible.
Look at that roster. The 2007 roster, the strikers. Inzaghi, Gilardino, Kaká.
Yeah.
All right, let me see who the fourth one was. We're missing someone. It can be. Well, in 2005 we had Crespo, we had Shevchenko, we had Inzaghi. In 2005 we had Crespo, Shevchenko, and Inzaghi. Those were our strikers. So those are 3 top strikers.
Yeah, 3 top goal scorers. They go in and they score.
2006.
I would say if Zlatan Ibrahimovic was to play another year, he needs to play for €1 million, not 7. It needs to be a second choice, not a first choice. We need a proper first choice. Someone who is young and with pace and they can run and score 20, 25 goals. Someone like Lukaku. I'm not saying Lukaku, but someone like Lukaku.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing if we could get someone like Lukaku. Okay, the forwards were Ricardo Oliveira. That's who I was thinking about.
When
Remember?
when Shevchenko left, he got the number 7. He came like substitute.
So we had Borriello, as Vicky was saying.
Yeah.
Vicky, very, very good. Okay, guys, we have a corner from Verona coming in.
We are suffering, yeah?
Right now, yes, Verona is pushing a little bit. So we had, oh shit. Okay, guys, look at this roster from, I'm going to tell you the names of the roster of our 2006 team. Okay, guys, hold on. We have a counter-attack from Leao. He passes the ball to the left. Soft shot. Okay, so our offensive line, are you ready for this?
Yeah, man.
We had Filippo Inzaghi, Alberto Gilardino, Marco Borriello, and Ronaldo, il fenomeno.
But Ronaldo couldn't play in Champions League that year,
Right.
you know that? Yeah, and even Pato as well. We had Pato as well that season.
And we had Pato, right? I don't see Pato.
In Champions League, he wasn't available, but he was on the team in January.
This is 2006. There's no Pato.
Because he came in September, but he wasn't allowed to play.
Right,
and he started to play in January. So the season 2006-2007.
Yeah, that is correct. He did come in the Christmas market.
I want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Against Napoli, we had in the pitch Ronaldo, Pato, Seedorf, Kaká, I think Beckham, and Pirlo playing at the same time.
And who? And Maldini, right?
And it depends. I remember it was, I think was Kaladze, Nesta on the left, probably Maldini on the right. I don't remember the right.
We had Jankulowski. We had Jankulowski. We had Favalli. We had Bonere. We still had Serginho. We had Antonelli, Massimo Oddo. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? What happened to AC Milan? What happened to our beautiful squad?
We don't have money, man. Easy.
Bunga is what happened.
We don't have money. It's easy the thing.
My favorite, the roster that always gets me the most is the 1996 roster. That roster just kills me.
I think the most fun. That was a great AC Milan. The time when Ronaldo came, the 17 years old Pato, 18, whatever he was at the moment, and we had we had like proper player, proper football player. I loved it.
Yes, our best team was between 2004 and 2006-07. Yeah.
Yeah, the year we lost the Champions League, that was the best AC Milan.
That was a killer AC Milan, right? Okay, I want to read the forwards of the 1995 AC Milan. Absolutely insane. So we had Dejan Savicevic, we had George Weah, Paolo Di Canio, Roberto Baggio.
Wow.
Marco Simone, Donadoni, Lentini, then the defense Baresi, Maldini, Panucci, Tassotti, Costa Curta. Jesus. But not bad, huh? George Weah and Roberto Baggio.
We need someone like Weah now. Right now.
I love Weah. Weah was my favorite player.
Man, what a player, Weah. He's the only African player to win a Ballon d'Or, man.
Right. Yep. It's true.
A bit unfair because I think Eto'o and Yaya Touré and Drogba deserve it as well.
Well, Eto'o for sure, because Eto'o won two trebles in a row. One treble with Barcelona, and then the next year he won a treble with Inter.
I thought he's just been unlucky that he was playing football on the period that Ronaldinho and Messi, Ronaldo, and Kaká, that was that period.
Mm, right.
So Drogba as well was a great striker, one of my favorite, maybe one of the best of the in these last 20 years, Drogba. And Yaya Toure, man, what a midfielder Yaya Toure, man. He's insane. Yaya Toure is just insane.
And what about Aubameyang? Aubameyang comes from the Milan school, the Milan academy. That's a player that we kind of let go too soon, huh?
It's we go back to that saying, in Italy, young player they don't have the time to grow. That's it.
Since you're closer there in England, what is he? How is he looking?
It's not playing well with Arsenal. It's struggling, but all the team is struggling. All Arsenal is struggling. He was doing well with Borussia Dortmund when the team was going great. So it's not Aubameyang's fault. This is a team. It's a sport. You have to have all the team organized, not just one player.
100%.
Well, I feel like we are done with this game, man. I'm happy we got
Game
the
is
3
over,
points.
guys. Milan, 3 points right now. They are 3 points away from the top spot, correct? From Inter.
Yeah, and I'm surprised no one liked the fact we are winning. No likes on the video on YouTube. That's a bit unfair.
Oh yes. Please like, share, and subscribe. Correct.
If you guys are not liking today's game, what's wrong with you?
It's Ari. They want Ari.
They want Ari.
I want Ari. We all want Ari. Ari,
the superstar.
But he will be back with us, and he will. Guys, bravi ragazzi. 3 points. Dalot with a beautiful goal, and Krunic with a goal that I really mean it. Ronaldo has been trying to score goals like that for 3 years, and Krunic did it in one chance.
Well, that's good, man. That's good. We needed these 3 points. We always say how important is this game and how important is the next one. It's just really important. And
yes,
and the table looks good again.
Yeah, let's look at the table.
It's 56 points, man, in 26 games. It's not bad. Look at around Europe and let me know how many teams have those points, and see it. I mean, I can check you. The Manchester United has less points than Milan.
How many points do they have?
Yeah, I'll tell you now. Premier League table. So Man United has 51.27 games. You know what I mean? So 1 game more than AC Milan and 2 points less.
Oh, nice.
So, and let's see the Bundesliga. We have Bayern Munich with 55 points, 24 games. So he's doing better than RB Leipzig is doing 53 points, 24 games. So it's so AC Milan, people are criticizing the team, Pioli and everyone, but they are doing a lot. Let's see La Liga.
Yeah, they're doing excellent.
Go for it. Yeah.
No, I was just commenting. Milan, excellent season, guys. This is the season that Milan is. The giant is waking up. One eye of the giant is open. Next season, both eyes will be open once we hit the Champions League, and we will be showing, guys. I promise you, next year when Milan is in the Champions League, we will show Inter, we will show Juve, we will show Roma, we will show Lazio how to play in Europe, because when these teams play in Europe, it's embarrassing. Watching Lazio go and play with shaking, and scoring two stupid goals on themselves is embarrassing. Watching Roma take 7 goals a game in Europe is embarrassing. Watching Juventus not being able to win against Porto is embarrassing. So we need AC Milan to show these guys how it's done.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And it's a lot of point, man. 56 points. It's a lot of point in just 26 game. How many? Yeah, 26 games. It's a
Absolutely.
good. It's I'm really happy. I hope they keep going like this. I don't mind them drawing and losing some games. If they keep going like this, we're gonna go in Champions League and the music is going to change. I don't know if is Ari joining us for the post match. Let's
Let's
see if there
find
is
out.
any good questions.
Um, was Paloski playing today for Verona? I didn't see him.
Man, I didn't notice that, to be fair.
I didn't notice. I didn't notice.
But
So people are commenting on bloody hell clean sheet. Isn't that something? Romagnoli Tomori with a clean sheet. Donnarumma, we almost thought there was an injury scare, but all good. So the defense today was perfect. We can't really complain. Nobody can complain.
yeah, no. And Verona didn't do a lot, to be fair. So
Yeah, Verona was not very competitive today. Um, Cristiano Pasmino says, "I'm happy with you guys. You guys give a lot of information. Thank you."
oh, thank you,
Uh,
man.
Tick Size says, "I hope all Milan fans are feeling good right now." Yes, sir, 100%.
Well, definitely. That's the thing. And next game is Fiorentina, yeah? You
That's
know,
right, Fiorentina.
yeah, Fiorentina, I think. Let me check. No, it's Napoli.
Oh, wow.
This game is Napoli, man.
Hmm.
That's that's interesting. What do you do, Roy? You are the manager. What do? You put the best team against Man United and you go face Napoli after 3 days? What do? Or you keep defensive and you save some energy for Napoli?
No, no way. No, I'm not even thinking about the Napoli game. Guys, right now, I mean, this is what I would do. Right now is just Europa League. We have a huge match. Everybody in the world is going to see this match. Everybody in the world is going to judge our AC Milan and our players. Now we have to go and give a good showing in Europe. We can't botch this.
Hmm.
I'm not even thinking about Napoli, to be honest.
Do you think we can beat Napoli?
Yeah, Napoli is going through a very tough period. The coach is having problems with De Laurentiis. The players have had so many injuries and they've not been able to find consistency. So Napoli is a dangerous team. So you have to be careful. It's probably the most technical team in the league. It's definitely the team. They can score goals out of nowhere, so we have to be very careful. But the form isn't great, so we can take them.
And they have to play 3 days after against Juventus Wednesday. To
Wow.
So it's going to be interesting this end of the season, and I want to see Juventus playing again. Juventus is going to play against Porto Wednesday, I think.
Yes.
And
What are your predictions for Juventus Porto? You think who's gonna go through?
whoa, that's a good question. I think Juventus is gonna manage to go through. I really believe they're gonna manage to go through. I think Juventus as that type of team that they can win one single game. They are not good enough to win an entire, league. They're not good enough for a
Absolutely.
long run, but they are pretty strong on a single game. Ronaldo can always perform for 90 minutes. So I feel
My
I
pred-
feel good for Juventus for
my
Wednesday.
prediction my prediction is both Atalanta and Juventus are gonna go through.
Yeah, I believe Atalanta as well. I mean, depends on the referee, man. Have you seen the previous game? The referee just
Yeah.
invented that red card
A
out
red
of
card.
nowhere.
How can you give a red card? You give a red card if the guy is central to the goal, at least. But he was like on the side of the top of the box, like he's on the left. Why would he's not going for goal?
This referee decision makes me doubt a lot about UEFA because
Oh,
when you see,
actually, I
yeah,
no, finish your thought, and then I want to say something.
when you see Atalanta and Real Madrid playing against each other, and you see that red card against Atalanta trying to help Real Madrid a bit, when you see Florentino Perez and Agnelli trying to create a new league and UEFA trying to stop them and accommodating them, doing some changes, it makes you feel like they have kind of a, I don't
A
know.
mafia.
Yeah, it's kind of a small mafia when you see, okay, it's Real Madrid. Real Madrid needs more than Atalanta to go further in Champions League for
Yeah,
money.
and they all make more money if Real Madrid goes through, because Real Madrid has the
Exactly.
bigger
True.
audience. So it's very easy to be corrupt in when it comes to money. And since Real Madrid is a huge money maker, they have a lot of power. So what you're saying is probably true. Like that's what they're actually doing. Like they're literally telling the ref, "Hey, today you got to make sure that Real Madrid wins. Otherwise, we're gonna fucking do bad shit to you."
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like give them a small help, give them kind of something, not big up, not a penalty or something really bad. Just give something so they can have it easy. Because it's so unfair, so unfair. Oh man, don't tell me Liverpool lost today again. Is that true? I was just gonna look.
I'm gonna read some comments here. So Tick Size says, "Nice to see some players step up today. A good job all around." Yes, sir, Tick Size. It is very nice to see the second team come up and show the first team that they are there too. Necklord88 says, "Good win. Thought it would be harder." I thought it would have been harder too. I thought Milan has actually pretty been unlucky against Verona. It's nice to see finally Milan easily beat Verona, as it should be.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think it was easy because Verona underestimate as well Milan. They say it's gonna be easy just because they have a lot of injury.
oh, and there's something I want to talk about with related to what you said about Real Madrid. Let me finish these comments first. Maynak said, "Will we have our squad available for Manu?" Maynak, unfortunately, we're gonna definitely not have Ibra. We're definitely not gonna have Çalhanoğlu. We might not have Rebic. We do not have Benacer. Theo might be out as well. Who am I missing? Am I missing someone? Mandzukic is out.
No, I think Teo and Tonali are in.
Are you
Teo
sure?
and Tonali are not completely injured. I think they were feeling a bit tired, so Pioli didn't risk them. But they are okay. I saw Tonali even warming up during the game,
Yeah.
but he didn't get in.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, Tonali's probably going to be playing against Manu. Ricky M says no. He was just reminiscing about Paloschi. You remember Paloschi's goal, his debut goal? What a moment that was, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Well,
And what a beautiful goal! A diagonal right in the corner.
yeah,
It was
after
like,
that goal, everyone thought we had the new Inzaghi.
yeah.
Crazy, no? How people think.
Necklord says, "Thanks, guys. Great stream. Thank you, Necklord, for being with us always." Skillard says, "Verona didn't play 3-5-2. If we win against Napoli, I think confidence will be back for a winning run."
Yeah.
That's going to be a big game against Napoli. That is going to be a really big game.
If Tonali comes back, I would love to see a 4-3-3 against Man United.
Okay, so who would you put in? How would you? So the thing about the midfielders that we have, who is the central midfielder? Is it Kessie? Is it Mete? Or is it Tonali?
Tonali.
Like, you would put him in the center.
Yeah, I'll put him in the center. Tonali in the center. Kessie left. Mete right.
You know what the problem? The problem is with the midfielders that Milan has, is that none of them are they don't do runs in the box. Mete doesn't do runs in the box. Kessie doesn't do many runs in the box, and Tonali doesn't do any runs in the box. It'd be a weird formation, the 4-3-3. To be honest with you, because we don't have a mezzale, right? You know the mezzala.
I would say KC can do some runs in the box. I've seen him do it when Zlatan
Yeah,
plays.
is the one that does the most for sure. As part, he's the probably better option as a mezzala. Yeah.
And you need to cover better Calabria and Theo Hernandez in that game because Rashford is gonna attack a lot.
Mm.
Um, Greenwood or who else is gonna be on the right is gonna attack a lot, and Bruno Fernandes is in the middle over there, bothering the two center defenders, center back, and even the midfielders. So you need volume there. You need a lot of players there
Yeah,
to
for
cover
sure.
all the side and counter attack with Selemacher, Leao, and who else? Casillero as well. Let's go for it. Let's
Look,
go with counter attack.
yeah, and you mentioned Rashford. Rashford is such a tricky player. He's fast. He dribbles. He scores. Calabria is going to have a very difficult task, but I think Calabria can do it. I think Calabria can get the best of Rashford.
On a defensive side, I think Calabria can make it because Calabria is smart. He's gonna suffer on the pace, but if you close the spaces, there is not a lot of distance between the center back, Calabria, and the midfielder. Rashford is gonna be kind of in a cage, not easy
Mm.
for him to play. And if you play with a deep defense, so he can manage. But I want Calabria to go forward, and if you want to go forward with Calabria, you need Mate or somebody else to cover him.
Yes, that's the thing. We will have to see what the offensive friction looks like, because if Manu is going to push hard, Calabria is not going to go forward so much. Michael Ileska says Krunic has had a good performance lately. True. All of his outings so far have been very good, right? Would you guys keep him around for next season? Like you answer this. What do you think?
No, 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 no. I'm
Wow.
not. I'm not. I'm not those people. Or somebody does a great performance, and I'm in love with them, and somebody does a shit performance, and I hate them. I think of Krunic the overall season, and no, I want a better player there. I think AC Milan deserves a better player than Krunic.
All right.
That's it.
That's a fair
You need a
answer.
better player.
I have a slightly different answer. I would say yes if he continues to accept his role the way it is. Basically, a player that is a band aid kind of player, a player that does not complain if he doesn't play every game, a player that can come in handy in moments like these when the team is injured. If he wants to keep on playing as this role, I'd be more than happy to keep Krunic.
Well, still, I still have players that can do that. I still have Tonali can do that.
No, Tonali needs to play. I'm saying players that don't play as much. The players that are okay to stay on the bench for 3 or 5 games in a row, and then when there's no players because the team is injured, you can put him in. If
No,
he
no.
if he can, we had Simic. Remember Dario Simic? Simic was like this. He was a player that was a very good team player. He didn't play many games, but he was reliable, and he came in handy when the team, when we needed to go to a third line. As a third line, yes, Krunic should stay in. Yeah, that's my opinion.
My opinion is, what is the actual role of Krunic in the team? If he's the second choice of Çalhanoğlu,
No,
I
he's not the
still
second choice.
so he's not the second choice of Çalhanoğlu. So he's the second choice or third choice of a holding midfielder.
Third choice of either as a mezzala, holding midfielder, or a winger. He's a player that you put in case you have 10 players injured or 7 players injured. But he's a
But
third choice.
but AC Milan is not in that economical situation to have 30 players.
Are they doing it right now?
No, because Krunic is a second choice at the moment.
Right now he is. Today he is. But I don't. You think he'd be a second choice if the whole team was fit? I don't think so. I don't think he'd
Well,
be a second.
if you consider, let's say, I'll do an example to you. You have Benacer and Kessie playing.
Yeah.
The two second choice of them are Tonali and Krunic.
Well, right now the way Pioli has it is Tonali and Mate.
But Meite wasn't in the plan. Meite came January because
Oh yeah,
Benacer was injured.
before, yes,
So
before Mate,
Meite is
yes.
not. That's what I'm saying. Krunic came in. Meite came in the plan because Benacer is injured. So let's say Benacer now is not available. Your first choice is Kese and Tonali. Krunic and Meite are the second choices of them.
Right now, yeah.
So
Yes.
I don't want that. Next season, I don't want Krunic second choice. I want Tonali second choice. I want.
I'm not saying second choice. I'm saying keep him as a third choice.
You cannot afford the third choice.
Milan has always had third choices.
No,
Every team has third.
I'm telling you right now, Krunic is not a third choice. Krunic is a second choice now because Meite came in January. Meite is gonna go in the summer, so we still have Benacer, Kesse, Krunic, Tonali.
So what I'm saying is, if Milan keeps on doing the 4-2-3-1, they should have four midfielders. I would probably replace Mate. I would keep Tonali, Kessie, and Benacer, and then have another one, a big one, come in. And then I would say, like, I'm just saying, keep him as an option in case you lose players. That's all I'm saying.
I would. I don't want him next season. I want a better player there. I want someone at the level of Kessie, Benacer, and Tonali.
Okay, but consider this: would a player of the level of Kessie accept the bench?
Well, you can see the season. No one is benching more than 1 or 2 games. Everyone is playing. Everyone is playing a lot because there is the Coppa Italia, there is the Serie A, there's going to be a Champions League, hopefully. So you're not going to be benched. Sometimes somebody's going to get injured. So you need someone who is good enough.
Okay, but
At least the same level of Tonali. At least the same level of Tonali.
But when a team is, let's say, fit, and they're fit for like a month, and they're playing, and then players like Krunic don't get almost any playing time.
Look, even if the people are fit and they're not getting injury, if you're playing Wednesday in Champions League and Sunday or in Serie A, somebody needs to rest. You cannot keep going with the same player.
Right.
So you have to put someone, and I don't want to put Krunic Sunday so KC can rest. I want to put somebody good as a KC on Sunday so KC can rest.
Yes, that is your second choice. Krunic, I would keep him as a band-aid. The way he is right now, he's a band-aid. And I'm just saying, if he accepts that role, because he might not even want to accept that role, Krunic probably could, if he would play in a mid-table team, Krunic would play probably every Sunday.
But why don't keep? No, I don't. I've seen teams playing in Champions League. The second choice is almost as good as the first choice.
Yes,
but not the far away from being good as the first.
I'm not saying he's a second choice. I'm not saying he's a second choice. I'm saying he's a third choice. Anyway, let's go on. If Man U lose against Man City, then I think they will focus on league, since top four race is much tighter than Serie A. If Man U lose against Manchester City, oh right, Manchester City and Man U are playing right now, right?
They're gonna play in 15 minutes, I think.
Huh. I'd be. Let's see if I can catch this game live. It'd be interesting to see how Man U plays, actually.
Well, we can do the watch along of that one if you want.
Yeah, let's look
and comment Man United as well.
I would like to see how Manchester United is playing. Let me see if I can get this game live on over here.
I think Liverpool lost, man. 1-0 against Fulham. So Liverpool is going out of the Champions League, out of the top four.
Wow.
It's going in that direction.
How many points?
I tell you now, but it's not looking good for Liverpool because Chelsea is it's performing as well. So Liverpool is seventh position with 43 points,
Oh
and
my God.
fourth position is Chelsea with 47 points, but they have one game in hand. So
Mm.
If Chelsea wins today, goes 7 points from Liverpool.
If Chelsea wins today, wow. So we're doing. So does that mean we would beat Liverpool if we'd face them?
No, I mean it's not football is not maths, so doesn't matter how many points you have and everything like that. A single game is always a single game. AC Milan, we saw that AC Milan can lose against Spezia in a single game,
Right, right.
but
Yeah,
we can win against Inter as well, 2-1 in a single game.
absolutely.
So it's you
What's
never
going on
know,
with
but
what's
you
going on
know,
with Liverpool? Why do you think they are having such a dip of form?
a lot
Is
of
it
injuries, a lot of injuries. So
so?
Virgin
Pretty
van
much,
Dijk,
yeah. Van Dijk has been out the whole season, right?
yeah, Joe Gomez, another center back, is out. Basically, midfielder are playing as a center back.
Hey,
And
Lyot, I
yeah,
forgot. I wanted to talk about this thing. Earlier, you were talking about the referees against Real Madrid, and
yeah,
that made me think about something. It made me think about the goal Milan scored against Udinese. So, while we were watching the game together, I didn't really see the handball, but I just kind of like saw it was penalty and I got very excited, but I didn't see the handball.
yeah.
I saw the replay, the highlights, and that handball looks suspicious as fuck. Like, why would someone do that? Do you think something dirty is going on there?
Somebody was saying that the player, Udinese player, was pretending somebody pushed him so he can get a free kick.
Who was saying that?
And some people in the Italian media and even ESPN. So basically, the guy did that weird movement to pretend he got a foul from Leao and accidentally touched the ball with the hands. And the referee gave the penalty. So it's kind of, he wanted to be a smart kid and get a foul, but I didn't realize he touched the ball with the hand.
Have you seen the comments on ESPN or on YouTube about this game? Everybody thinks it was rigged.
Why? Why Udinese wants to draw with a Milan the last minute? The penalty is a penalty. So the ref saw it, the VAR saw it. So why is rigged? Why Udinese is giving? Why Udinese? If the game is rigged, why Udinese scores a goal?
Maybe because that's what someone said that the end result should have been. And for bets, maybe it's bets. Maybe it's Serie A wanting to keep Milan in the top four, and Udinese just saying, just accepting that. Or I don't know. It's so strange. To me, it was very strange.
Do you wanna rig the Serie A and keep AC Milan fourth? Just make sure Roma doesn't win today. No one is gonna see it. Believe me, that's not rigged. It's just the defender is an idiot, and we've seen a lot of them this season. They completely forgot there is a VAR. They try to be dodgy. I remember Arsenal's goalkeeper this season going out and touching it with their hands like no one is gonna watch at him outside the box. What are you thinking? There is a VAR. They're gonna find out. So it's the same. I don't think it's rigged. If you want to rig the Serie A and make sure AC Milan goes top four, you make sure Roma, Lazio, Napoli, they never win a game or they just draw and lose points around.
Hey, I'm just putting it out there. I don't
I
know.
think
I'm just speculating.
I don't know, man. I think that was a big penalty kick, and the defender is an idiot because he wanted
And
to be smart and get a foul and
and
didn't
that
deserve it.
defender, if you remember, I don't know, as when he was about to come in on the subs, he was taunting what's his name? His compatriot. He was taunting Kjaer. He was on the sideline just before coming in. He was smiling. He was taunting Kjaer, and then he did that thing. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe I'm reading a lot into it. Okay, before we go back into that, let me just say Lucas on mobile, which I've noticed Lucas is. I saw Lucas yesterday on IFTV. Actually, I missed the match and the whole show due to lights out. How the fuck did we win with that attack?
Well,
Laird, you
we won because with these teams like Verona, Udinese, if you make sure you don't concede, you don't give them chances, you're gonna always find the goal, or at least you're gonna always find the way to create chances. And with Udinese, it just went wrong because we got that goal.
but
Not a
let's
mistake.
let's also say that Udinese approached the game differently, made it much more difficult for AC Milan. Verona played open football, which is much
Yeah,
better for
as
AC.
well.
All right,
But
I'm going to see if I can get this.
I want to say to people to trust more the team, to believe that actually with a bit of tactics, a bit of a right attitude and self-esteem, you can win against these teams. You don't need a lot. You don't need Ronaldinho or Kaká.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so we're going to look at Manchester United for a little bit and see what they look like. This is who we're playing next. They got a big game against Man City coming up.
Yeah, let's have a look to the what's going on in Manchester.
I just got to get the stream going. So let's be patient for a little bit.
It's gonna be interesting. I've been waiting for years a game like this, man. Manchester United, AC Milan. Let's see if the Premier League is really what it is. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, just keep going. Will be interesting to hear from you. What do you think about Serie A and Premier League? Trying to find a link for the game. Let me see.
Just getting the stream. Just looking for the stream.
Are you in again on the stream? On the watch along?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't leave me alone, man.
I'm just getting the link going on my end. And then let's comment a little bit on Man U. Let's see how they play. I haven't seen them play at all this whole season. They did beat Real Sociedad 4-0.
Yeah. But I don't know. Real Sociedad, they start well in the Serie A. Sorry, the Liga, but they end. What do you think about Barcelona?
What about him?
I mean, they're back. They look like they're still a team. They can actually. Do you think they're gonna manage to have a comeback against Paris Saint-Germain?
The score is 4-0, right?
4-1, I think, something like that.
It is possible because Barcelona has exceptional players regardless of anything. So anything can happen when you have exceptional players. But PSG is really stacked. I mean, PSG is stacked. Goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, strikers.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be easy.
You know what I like about, there is a player at PSG that he was playing really well a few years ago. And I think he can be a great option for, instead of Çalhanoğlu, or at least together, is Draxler.
Draxler, yeah. Where
He's not
is Draxler?
I think he's at PSG.
these are the players that we need to get. These players that are have been relegated to the bench but are really good.
Exactly. These are players that have been playing high level. They are still young. They are not old, and they want a revenge. They want to come back and
Yeah, and show that they
show
yeah.
their level. So there is few players that they can be appealing for AC Milan. Draxler is not playing a lot in in with Paris Saint-Germain. There is other players. For example, I was thinking at some players like Gareth Bale is performing pretty well with Tottenham. He's back at this at decent levels.
What's the situation with Tottenham? Where are they right now?
They are bad, but he started to play recently more consistently, and
Ve-
he's scoring and running. I think he's doing well. And
Are they
Gareth
in?
Bale, yeah,
Are they in the top four?
no, 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 no. They are. I'll tell you now. Premier League table. Tottenham is 42 points, so same point of Liverpool. But Tottenham's problem is Mourinho never gave a chance to Gareth Bale and to other players.
Wait, is Gareth Bale on the bench?
Most of the time, yes. And
What?
Tottenham, if Tottenham wins the next two games, because Tottenham has one game in hand, so if Tottenham wins the next two games, can go 48 points, which is decent. Is like 1 point or 4 points from the fourth position. Another good player that is not playing a lot is Mahrez, Man City.
Yeah, you mentioned him, right? He's good, right?
He's good, but he's not playing often.
Manchester City and Real Madrid and
And he's,
Bayern, all these big teams have all these players on the bench just waiting.
anyway, Mahrez is playing today, so it's gonna be interesting.
All right, let me see if I got a stream going here.
Do you want a link? I can send you a link.
I got a stream going on right now, but you can send a link. Yeah.
I'll send you the link, and it's interesting how. 1 second. I'm sending you the link on WhatsApp. Okay.
All right.
But
Guardiola against Solskjaer. All right, so
yeah,
let's see what Manchester United's 11 looks like.
Martial is playing. As a striker. Rashford, James. Oh, James. Greenwood is not playing. And yeah, there is some interesting players. You can think, for example, you were saying Isco as well is an interesting player.
Yeah, Isco, Vasquez, Lucas Vasquez.
Yeah,
There are a bunch of players that want to get first team action.
yeah. That's another thing. If Çalhanoğlu doesn't renew, let's say, I don't mind getting Isco for free.
What, are you kidding me? Isco is a million times better than Çalhanoğlu. Isco is a
But
champion.
the problem of Isco is it doesn't work hard like Çalhanoğlu on the defensive side.
Yeah, that is true. You're definitely going to lose that.
But technically is way better, and he has a vision, and is a good player. And so on that side, you need to control the game if you want to be effective with Isco.
All right, so I'm looking at this formation. It's not very impressive.
You're talking about Man United.
It is definitely not very impressive. While Man City's formation looks very impressive.
Yeah, Man City is a better team, but United is not bad, man. There's
Look, I haven't seen them play, so this is the first time I've seen them play the whole season.
penalty kick for Man United.
Already?
Martial, Gabriel Jesus made a mistake. Man,
Okay, so you're really in front of me. The game hasn't even started.
You have the link I gave you on WhatsApp. That's the same place where I'm watching the game.
Okay.
Just get that link. And it's a penalty, yeah. I think it's a penalty. That's a good start for Man United. I mean, what the fuck Gabriel Jesus is doing there? This madness.
All right. Let me see here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see why these people say EPL is so nice. I don't think it is. I think City is better. Milan is better.
Nah, I think EPL it's not so better like people think. That's the thing. That's the problem of people are too excited about the Premier League. It's not so better. It is better, but not like crazy better.
No, they make so many mistakes. It's very sloppy. EPL is very sloppy.
There is, as you say, the approach of the game. They are more fair. They just want to attack. They want to play football. Most of the teams. Still, we see a
It's
lot of buses parking
it's a
in
very it's a show. Like they like to put on a show. Um, so did they score?
yeah, 1-0.
Wow.
1-0, 2 minutes. Now Manchester United is gonna play the game they like. They're gonna be defensive and counter attack, which is fair. But Man City is good.
Mm. Guys,
They,
we
they
are currently sorry, I was saying we are currently scouting Manchester United right now. They're playing against Manchester City. So we're going to see what Milan's next opposition looks like. So far, Fernando scored a good penalty, bottom left corner.
yeah.
Game looks, I mean, to be honest, it looks all right. Lucas says, my lights just went off and came back again. Lucas, where are you? Where are you?
I think Man United scored the second. Ooh, almost scored the second one. It's playing well, Man United. They are focused. It's kind of with this game they need to save their reputation.
Mm.
It's
Uh, yeah, and earlier, one of our audience members, Fatal Generations, was saying that Manchester City is what 24 games without a loss, or
yeah,
wins 24 wins.
21 or 24 wins, something like that. 21, I think.
21. Okay, so let's see what we got.
Ooh, almost. It's playing well, Man United. I told you they need to save the reputation because Man City is going like 14 points ahead. So
Okay, so first thing I noticed tactically from Manchester United is the high press. They play almost identical to AC Milan as far as the high press goes.
yeah, when AC Milan is fit.
Yeah. Like the AC Milan that we've seen go to the top of the table. Yeah,
And
they
another
play
thing,
really.
they play high press with good teams like Man City and teams they like to keep the ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they know if you want to beat a team that keeps the ball, is the high press is the best solution.
Mm. Yeah,
But
and
I don't think,
I've
yeah,
okay.
go for it. I don't know if
Yeah,
they're
I'm
gonna
not.
play high press with Milan.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Guardiola's team doesn't looks kind of caught off guard so far.
I don't know why Phil Foden is not playing.
Okay. Yeah, Manchester United definitely given Manchester City something to think about, huh?
Yeah, Phil Foden. Sometimes Guardiola wants just to be too like trying to invent something. But I think Phil Foden is the player should play every time. He's really good.
Who's who would you say is Manchester United's best player?
Um, The most complete is Bruno Fernandes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a
And
potential, probably Rashford has a lot of potential, but let's see. Going,
yeah, Man U
yeah,
with a really high press from what I'm seeing.
yeah, they're in a good. Physically, they are good. Manu is physically good. That's the. I'm more scared about the fact they're gonna run more than us in the pitch.
Which is something that English teams tend to do anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, and another thing, I don't agree with the fact if Man United is going to lose today, they're gonna give up the UEFA, the Europa League. No, I think they're gonna believe more in the Europa League
Well, who said
because
that?
there is that somebody on the comments say that there is in England there is the culture of winning a trophy, no matter what is the
Right,
trophy. It's
right,
not
right.
like in Italy, oh, Coppa Italia, who cares? Fuck it. I want to go top four. I don't care about the Coppa Italia. Man United, when they play to win any competition. So they're not going to give up the Europa League for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And they have a team. They have enough depth to.
Yeah, yeah,
Hold on,
yeah.
let me just.
I think they struggle mostly in midfield. I think they have like okay midfielders, not nothing incredible. Cross,
Just getting
that's
the
not bad.
banner ready.
It's a good fight. It's not an incredible game, but it's a good fight.
Yeah, so I'm thinking. So this is what people are like all talking about. I mean, this looks like a Fiorentina against Crotone so far. It's not
No,
like
man.
it's not like I'm seeing a classico. This is supposed to be England's biggest game. Really?
No, it's not the biggest game.
Right now it is. It's first against second. No.
It's not bad, man. It's okay. It's there is space. You can see people know how to stop the ball. There is 3, 4 passes. There is some dribbling. It's football, man. To be fair, you don't see this in all the games in Serie A.
No,
There
not at
is
all.
high pressure. There is run. There is intensity. People like the intensity. At the end, you forgot. It's kind of the gladiators in the Colosseum. No, people wants to see intensity. They want to see the fight, and you don't see that a lot in Serie A most of the game.
Hmm. Lucas thinks that we have better midfielders and better defenders than Manchester United.
I agree. I agree with that. On paper, yeah, we are. And
So
if
where
you
so
take them
where
single,
so where does Manchester United beat us on paper?
attacking, they are better attacking, and physically. At the end, there is another thing. Uh, even if you have better defenders, but if you don't have the ball, you're gonna struggle and you're gonna make a mistake at the end.
Mm,
So that's the problem with Manchester United. I'm not saying we cannot win. We have decent chances to win or to perform well, but physically we are not as good as them. We have a lot of injuries, so we are not going to run like them. And our defense, even if it's better, we are going to struggle against Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, and other players.
yeah, and don't forget that Manchester United is second top striking force in Europe right now, behind Lewandowski and someone else.
Yeah, and what do you think about City? City is struggling.
City plays slower football than Man U. City plays tiki taka, while Man U plays more direct. Uh, shit. I mean, from what I've seen so far, I wouldn't even I would think that Manchester United is a better team.
Yeah, it's incredibly performing better. They know what to do.
Yeah,
I
they look
like
like
that.
very on top of it a little bit more
Really
than
organized. I like that. I like when a team knows what they have to do. I don't mind not playing well. I just want the players to know where to put the ball.
They really remind me of AC Milan, the style of play. I think the game is going to be either really open or really closed. One of the two. Not
Uh,
in between.
I think Man United are not going to play all the 90 minutes like this. So they're gonna, uh, you know, get tired a bit. They're keeping the possession, by the way. It's incredible.
Yeah, I'm
That's
going to
actually,
read. I honestly cannot believe how. I'm going to say it again. I cannot believe how much they look like AC Milan. We at Manchester play. Yeah. Okay, Lucas. We play the same formation, right? Same formation and very similar style. Very similar style. So okay, so if you would ask me right now, if this is the best or one of the best things that EPL has to offer, I'm not impressed.
but you have to you have to think something that when big teams in Premier League are playing against each other, they are not at their best. So the game is not incredible. I've seen a lot of Chelsea against Liverpool or Chelsea against Man United, Man United against Liverpool. So they are not playing their best because they have a lot to lose,
Mm,
especially this season when the stadiums are empty. All the money comes from the top four. So you have to go to Champions League to get that 60, 70, those millions, extra millions for the next season. So no one wants to lose. That's the first decision.
mm. Well, my so far my impression is that Manchester United looks to be in a good form.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to say this again. They play exactly like Milan has been playing when Milan was fit. That kind
A
of
lot,
football.
a lot of team plays like this, by the way, if you think, for example, even Paris Saint-Germain plays like this with two holding midfielder and three, you know, attacking midfielder, I would say, and one striker. And they
Yeah,
do the high press. Just they have better interpreters. They have better players. They have
right.
Neymar and Mbappe.
Correct. And usually big teams do play with this formation. In Italy, we are the only team that plays with this. Who else plays with this formation in Italy? Is there another team that plays
Uh, well, Atalanta plays like this, I think.
Atalanta has a three defenders, three
Three.
defense. Atalanta is like a 3-4-1-2 kind of thing.
Yeah, Bayern Munich. Lucas was saying, yeah, Bayern Munich plays that for sure. In
Right.
Italy, well, when Papu Gomez was at Atalanta, they were playing at 4-2-3-1. That's why he had a fight with Gasperini, because Gasperini wanted to change the formation, plays
Oh,
more
okay. So
solid.
yeah, tell us about that. Tell us. I don't know too much about what happened with that. Why did they have that fight?
Because
Ah,
Gasperini changed the tactical, and it fair enough, it's still working for Atalanta and it's more effective than the previous year. But yeah, in Italy, Juventus tried to play like this a few times.
actually, yeah. Lucas actually got it right here. Napoli. That's absolutely right. Napoli right now is playing with a 4-2-3-1. So Napoli from a 4-3-3 this year moved to a 4-2-1.
Yeah, yeah. In Italy, is the Conte's football style is the one they like a lot.
Yeah, and Italy seems to be the only country that has adopted this defense man. Right? It's only Italy. Whatever countries are doing this the way Italy does it.
I've seen Chelsea do it sometimes. I don't know if they do it constantly, but I've seen Chelsea doing this three defense thing, and play with the wings like Inter does it. And I've seen Atletico Madrid does that as well with the three
Mm.
defense, five midfielders, one striker and a half. Ooh, Rashford, a nice shot from distance.
Lucas
I
says,
I don't like the three defense, man. To be fair,
Lucas, Lucas says, liar. Atalanta have always played with three center backs.
maybe I'm wrong. I've I haven't seen Atalanta's play a lot previously, but I doubt
Well,
Papu Gomez
Gasperini,
was playing as a second striker, basically.
Gasperini has always played with the three-man defense, as far as I can remember from his days in Genoa. I don't know if maybe he did changes here and there with Atalanta when Papu Gomez was there.
I don't know, but I'm totally gonna be wrong because I didn't follow a lot the formation, the tactical approach of Atalanta, and it's really hard when you see a game to understand the actual, formation of a team like Atalanta. But yeah, probably they start with a 3-5-2.
Mm.
Is
The game is starting to get a little bit cagey. It's not as fluid as it was before. At least where I'm 15 minutes in.
Yeah, because now Man United, it's a bit tired. They're trying to breathe a bit now, and City is coming up now. They're gonna
What min-
find a way.
what minute are you at? What minute are you at?
17:32. What about you?
I'm 15 something. I'm at 16 now.
Hmm. It's a well balanced game.
What are your predictions for Atalanta Inter? Speaking of Atalanta,
Um, Inter has been so lucky this season. They are strong. They have the better striker for sure in Serie A. And I don't think their midfield is incredible. They have a good. Barella is one of the best in Serie A, probably the best Italian midfielder.
yep.
But in terms of game, in terms of quality of play, they are not good. So the Akimi is good, is really good. So I'm thinking Inter is going to be defensive against Atalanta, wait
Oh yeah,
and
for
go
sure.
and counter attack.
That you can bet on.
So depends on Atalanta. If Atalanta does it pretty well, so attacking with a lot of intensity and defending properly, Atalanta can win that game.
Mm.
But if they don't do that, Inter is gonna win easily, maybe 1 or 2 or 3-0. Sometimes football is just about you score the first goal and everything changes.
Yes, that first goal always determines what happens next. Some teams just kind of keep on playing always the same no matter what. Like Atalanta, Manchester United, Manchester City has a chance here to score. I think I kept caught up to you. I'm at 18 minutes now.
1929, but it's fine, no worries.
So you were saying Inter 3-1?
Yeah, I think if Atalanta doesn't have the necessary luck to score, because you can do the game like AC Milan, we had 3 clear chances against Inter. We didn't score, and we got the other 2 goals. That's how football
Mm.
works. If Atalanta plays like us and creates chances and scores, Inter is gonna lose. They're not gonna win it.
Mm.
But if Atalanta doesn't find the goal, Inter has a good chance to win it. Either way, if Inter wins, we secure the top 4. If Inter wins, if Inter loses, we get closer for the title, which is weird.
Right.
So it's gonna be always a good result for us. What do you think,
Yeah.
Roy?
What, the game tomorrow?
Yeah, game tomorrow.
It's hard to tell because Inter right now is going through a very good form period, and but so is Atalanta. I let's hope. Okay, I'll hope for a draw. Let's hope they tie the game. 1-1.
Yeah, it's so unusual for two teams like Inter Atalanta to do a 1-1 or a draw. They are quite.
Actually, I hope Inter wins 6-0.
Why 6-0 and not 5-0?
Gufando, sto gufando.
Ah,
6-0 for Inter.
I think I'm gonna see. I want to see Inter tomorrow. You see in these games if Inter deserves to win the Serie A. To be fair, because we played against Juventus, we played against Atalanta, and we showed that we don't deserve to win the Serie A.
Mm,
Let's be honest. Let's talk like we are not AC Milan fan. We
okay.
did on the difficult moment. We didn't show that we are good, that we are stronger than the difficult moment.
Did you say we didn't or we did?
We didn't. We show during these two games that we don't deserve to win the Serie A.
Wow, big words, Laird. Big words. Um, well, yes. If you just want to look at these two games, yes. But the whole. What about the whole?
But yeah, that's the point. These two games, let's say Juventus, you do 1-1 with Juventus. Calabria scores, no? That's the moment for you to stay concentrated and end 1-1. A team who deserves to win the league finish 1-1 that game because you have the injuries, you have everything. So you decide, you know what, I'm gonna get this point. And with Atalanta is the same. I'm going to play against Atalanta, one of the teams that has the best football in Serie A. I'm not gonna lose that game. And
They're
of
both
course,
not going to
Spezia
play.
as well. Spezia as well. I'm going to play against Spezia. I'm gonna kill the game. I'm gonna win 1-0, 2-0. Those are the three games that if you get points from those games, you show to all the other teams that you actually deserve the league. You actually are in that mentality to I want to win the league.
Mm. Necklord says, "Do you think Inter will have a drop in form?" I say yes. My prediction is in March they're going to start losing some players due to injury. In April, they're going to have a lot of problems in April, but they're going to catch up.
I
They're
don't
going to
think
catch
Inter
up.
is, I don't think Inter is
You,
gonna drop. Everything depends on the tomorrow's game. I believe Inter, if they start to suffer the pressure, they can start to drop their form. You know what I mean, Roy? When you start to feel that, oh shit, I lost against Atalanta. I have Milan, which is close to 3 points, and I've seen Milan playing Thursday, playing well, so they start to get scared. You know what I mean? That's the only
it is
reason they can start to lose the form.
it is possible that a loss might shake them, but I think that if they lose form is because they get injuries. And Lucas says the only way they drop form is if Lukaku gets injured. It would be
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
I don't wanna. I'm not that type of supporter. Roy, I cannot hear you. I think you're talking.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. I want to say that I'm not that type of supporter, and then wish Lukaku get injured
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
of
kind of.
course.
I hope Lukaku plays all the games. Who cares? If we have to win it, I want to win it in the pitch. But I think Inter is
Well
gonna
said.
struggle with those teams like Udinese that's gonna park the bus.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be a
But
lot of those.
and Inter parks the bus too, so it's going to be two teams that park the bus.
0-0, and he lost 2 points. That's the point. If Inter park the bus, Udinese parks the bus, it's 0-0.
So I just want to go a quick comment from what I'm seeing in the Manchester City Manchester United game. It looks like Man U is already protecting the lead 25 minutes in. I don't know if it's because of the mentality, because they have a goal and they dropped. They're not pressing high anymore. They're kind of like not parking the bus, but playing defensive. But Manchester City is completely outplaying Man U. They have the ball the whole time.
Yeah,
So that's what.
yeah, they start to get tired and they want to just finish the first half.
Yeah.
I was saying that Atalanta is a big game for Inter. If they don't win against Atalanta, they're gonna start to suffer mentally. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna start to get scared.
Yes. You think that losing one game like that could disrupt the psychology of a team? Just one
Yeah,
game?
not the game because they're gonna see it's just 3 point difference.
Right.
And Inter has that. They feel so inferior against
So
Juventus.
you think that Inter is that fragile?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think that if they lose against Atalanta and they struggle against a small team, which listen to me, every small team is gonna park the bus against Inter. That's it. It's simple as that. And one of them is gonna manage to get a draw. They're not gonna win. And another thing is maybe two of them they're gonna manage to park the bus and get a draw or a win. Sampdoria did it. Why not another team? So yeah, Inter is gonna suffer that pressure.
Lucas says Manchester United are playing like Udinese. I hope they don't do that against us. This game looks like Man City is going to win 4-1 by the end of the game.
You think?
It looks like it.
Yeah,
I mean, this looks like. I mean, the whole game right now is in front of Manchester United's box. We have one of those big English buses parked in front of the box right now.
yeah, it's a red bus, man.
Very interesting. Man, the game changed so drastically, huh?
No, it's just normal. They're gonna get tired, you know. We knew that.
Possession just now came out 69% Man City.
Wow.
Oh my, nice attacking. What is it still 0-0 on your end?
0-1.
0-1.
Is Man United is not good at keeping the possession. I'm curious.
Okay,
to see.
guys, if this is Manchester United, I mean, it's not going to be. Guys, this is not impressive at all.
Well, but they're playing against City, man. They're playing against City, so don't. A lot of teams there suffer that.
I mean, I see. So basically, from what I'm understanding right here, City pretty much dominates possession against all the teams. Typical Guardiola style of football.
Yeah.
And this is why they have been winning, probably.
Yeah, that's why they've been winning, and that's a type of football you easily win in England. If you're good at keeping the ball in England, you win easily. In Serie A, I think you get those big buses like Udinese, so you keep the ball as much as you want, but you get tired after.
Lucas says we need City to win this one.
Why?
Lucas Lyart asks why.
Explain. I'm curious to understand. If Man United loses today, they're gonna get even more pissed off against us Thursday, and they have to win against us Thursday. If they win today, they're gonna be more like controlled against us. Anyway, we're just talking stuff that are not
Have
actually.
you seen the highlights of? I don't know if you ever seen the highlights of the 1958 game Milan Manchester United. If you
No.
do have a chance to watch it, I mean, Milan was playing tiki taka, like 1-2s, triangles, sombreros, double doppio passo, and then they like incredible football. Sometimes you don't imagine that they played so well in the, back then, but they played incredibly well. Watch those highlights if you ever have a chance.
I'll do.
All right, so Lart has the answer for you, Lucas. Sorry, Lucas has the answer for you, Lart. If Man United drop more points and Chelsea and West Ham win, they will focus more on top four, and their next match will be West Ham. So he's saying that if they lose, Manchester United won't think about the Europa League as much.
Well, let me see the table, so I'll tell him what's going to happen. So I'll tell him. So let's see. The top four at the moment is Man City. Okay, we're not considering Man City. So Man United, Leicester City, and Chelsea are the top four at the moment. Everton is going to play today against Chelsea.
Ooh,
So one of them is going to be out of the game.
Wait, even if there's a tie?
Even if it's a tie, because they're gonna get. I mean, what I'm saying that even if it's a tie, Manchester United gets far from the 5th position. Now, the problem with Manchester United doesn't know how far is the 5th position because Everton has 2 games in a hand, not one at the moment. So it's complicated to understand how many games are. But the team that is in a 5th position in England needs to get at least eight wins in 12 games to get in that top 4 to manage to get Man United.
They need. That's how far back they are. They're 8 points away.
No. To make sure Man United doesn't go on top 4.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So the 5th
eight
position
points
is almost 6 points, and they need two more games.
It's a tight race. It's
complicated. That's the thing. And Man United is not going to sleep and lose all the games.
Well, Necklord says Man City score their goals all the same way: run into the box, cut back, tap in. That's the typical tiki-taka Guardiola style of scoring goals. Yep. Since you watch the EPL more, do you agree with Necklord?
Kind of. But sometimes it's not. To be fair, they don't have a striker, so the way they find the goal, it's always in a creative way. They always need to have a clear chance to score. So it's basically like this. Every time they score, you see the chance is a clear chance or shooting from outside the box. But it's not so simplified like Necklord says.
But I gotta say, the technical difference between the two teams now that it's 30 minutes in is big. There's a lot of difference. Like in Italy, the gap between first and second team is not this big.
No. Inter is not so good. Like Inter is not so good. Inter without Lukaku is worse than Milan, in my opinion. If you give Leao to Inter and instead of Lukaku, they don't go for top 4.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the thing. That's what I think about Inter.
I don't think that, they would still make the top four.
No, they're not gonna make the top four if you take Lukaku and put Leao instead on that team. Never. They don't make
If
it top four.
Lukaku is with us, we would probably be first right now.
They don't have a strategy. They don't have a what they're gonna do.
I mean, I don't agree that they don't have a strategy. Conte, you were saying it earlier. Conte plays his typical counter-attack football.
But that's not a strategy. Counter-attacking is not a strategy. That's a strategy to win one game, not to dominate a league.
Like, Italy has made a career playing that way. Italy, the national team.
But that's the thing. The World Cup is 13 games or even less, 11 games.
Yeah, something like that, right?
8 games, 9 games, whatever is the World Cup. So you can win a tournament with 9 games with that strategy. Or you cannot win a Serie A league with that strategy. Basically, the Inter strategy is give the ball to Lukaku and go counter-attack. Give the ball to how it's called? Hakimi, and go on counter-attack. Give the ball to Lautaro and do a 1-2 with Lukaku and score. That's not a strategy. That's not.
But if you're winning games like that, then why not do that?
Because you're not winning in Champions League. You didn't manage to do a goal to Shakhtar Donetsk in 2 games. You didn't. You finished last in Champions League.
I think if Inter played in the Champions League with the form they have now, they wouldn't finish last.
That period Inter had the same form because Inter in Serie A won 8 games in a row that period.
That period Inter were missing Lautaro. Lautaro wasn't scoring goals. And then Vidal, all those mistakes. Right now, this is the best form I've seen Inter. Definitely best form.
Listen, the form was the same. They won 8 games in a row that period. After they lost the derby, they won 8 games in a row.
I don't think it was the same. I don't think so.
That's the form. They were scoring. They were winning against everyone. In Champions League, when you find teams that are prepared, that strategy doesn't work. And even against Milan, they won because AC Milan wasn't prepared with that strategy because we didn't put Tomori, but we put Romagnoli to play.
Yes and no. I mean, look, the Inter before the Christmas was complete. Psychologically, they were broken down. They're broken down, in my opinion, because of the final against Sevilla. They didn't have enough time to let's say digest that loss, because usually you have about 3 months to digest a loss like that. They only had 2 weeks. As a matter of fact, Lukaku, which didn't even post anything on Instagram. He posts shit on Instagram almost every day. But after the loss against Sevilla, Lukaku didn't post anything on Instagram for almost 2 months into the Serie A. And then Lautaro was close to Barcelona. His mind was somewhere else. Conte was desperate.
Right.
They were winning games not the way they're winning now. They were winning games.
I disagree with you, man. I disagree because when we face Inter draw against Roma. Inter was wasn't in a great place playing football at that moment.
Wasn't.
No. Inter. No. I'm talking about when they win against us. They didn't have 8 wins in a row. They weren't playing well.
You mean the 3-0?
Yeah. They had a better moment against when they went out Champions League because they had 8 wins in a row. I'll tell you, the strategy Conte uses is proved. He proved that with Juventus. He proved that with Chelsea. He proved that with Inter. He's the 3-5-2 he plays, relying on just single players doing something good. It's not a strategy. And in Champions League, he never did anything decent. With Chelsea, with Inter, with Juventus.
I definitely disagree the form thing. I do kind of agree that strategy is not great in Europe and you want to play football, but the strategy has worked for Inter in the past with Mourinho playing that defensive counterattack strategy. It's a hit and miss. Obviously, you want to be more offensive all the time. But I wouldn't diminish Inter so much. I mean, they're first, and they have a much better roster than we do, honestly, depth wise. I wouldn't diminish Conte so much. Conte is a top class coach, and the team is top class players. They play a kind of football that maybe is not what we like as AC Milan fans, because we are used to offensive football. We like calcio champagne. That's what we celebrated as Milanisti. But I wouldn't say it's such a shit team.
I will go back to your Mourinho. When you say Mourinho was playing more offensive than Conte. Mourinho was attacking with Maicon, with Schneider, with Milito, with Eto'o, with Pandev, and he was playing 4-2-3-1 with that Inter.
Right. Well, Mourinho had an amazing roster for sure.
And he was attacking. The thing Mourinho had, and it was surprising at that time, is that every player was coming back to defend.
Well, and that's the way you want to do it. But against Chelsea and Barcelona, Mourinho played strictly counterattack. He didn't even try an attack. It was strictly counterattack.
But he had all creative players in the pitch. Conte has 5 defenders in the pitch.
Well, Conte has, let's see. I think the Conte right now has Eriksen, who's creative, Barella, who's creative, Hakimi's creative, Perisic is creative.
Hakimi is a right back.
But he's an offensive right back.
Well, Michael was an offensive right back.
Yeah.
But Michael was a proper right back.
The parallels are similar.
No,
look, Larry. If you win at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is the result.
Well, I'll tell you why it matters. If it matters because you, as a club, after you win a treble, you win nothing for another 30 years in Europe.
So you think that's because of a strategy?
Well, if you play the way like let's win the next one, and you build a team on the way let's win the next one, and not actually building a proper team that is gonna dominate or actually play football for the next 5-6 years, you don't have a strategy. That's gonna happen. What's gonna happen to Inter if Lukaku goes and Conte goes? They're gonna go top 4? No.
Look, the thing is that that particular team, after Mourinho won that treble, he left. He literally left the next day. So maybe if Mourinho would have continued, they would have won again.
But the thing is that Mourinho had good players compared to Conte. I don't want to say anything about that because Conte doesn't have great players. Conte has 3 good players, and that's it. But Conte plays with 3 center back, Darmian on the left and Hakimi on the right, which are 2 defenders. They are 2 defenders. I don't care if they play a bit further, but they are 2 defenders. So it's 5. Brozovic is a holding midfielder, and Barella is a midfielder that actually fights and he has good feet as well. So you have basically 7 defending players plus the keeper is 8.
I don't know.
That's the point. And you're saying Eriksen. Eriksen is playing because no one wants to buy him. And
Eriksen's playing well right now. Eriksen's playing well right now.
No, I'll tell you, Eriksen is playing because the club told Conte no one wants to buy him, so you have to use him. You have to make him play. Because before January he wasn't playing, was playing Vidal.
Look, there is truth in that, but Eriksen also came in because Vidal got the injury, and then Vidal has had a shit season so far. Eriksen right now, these games, has stepped up. Look, I completely disagree. Right now, Inter is looking like a real team. Even if they had those 8 wins in a row before Christmas, the team wasn't there. I could tell the team wasn't there. Now they look like a solid team, like they are motivated. So my opinion, this is my opinion. Everybody has their own opinions. If Inter was this shape right now, during that period, they would have went on in the Champions League.
Listen, I'll tell you last thing about Inter. I don't want to talk anymore about Inter. When they play against Roma in January,
When was this?
in January,
Okay.
they play against Roma. They were winning 2-1 with Vidal in the pitch. And Eriksen, Marotta told to everyone in front of the camera, Eriksen is not part of the project. We are going to sell him in January. It's like 2 months ago. Just to understand how good is Conte as a manager. He's a shit manager, in my opinion. So what happened? He's winning 2-1 against Roma.
Okay.
He's winning 2-1 against Roma. Vidal comes out. Gagliardini comes in, not Eriksen. Eriksen is not in the plan.
No, Eriksen started playing just a few weeks ago.
Exactly. Exactly. Why did he start to play a few weeks ago? Because no one gave an offer.
No.
So he was forced to put in the pitch.
Like Eriksen was not adapting to the game in Italy, and he's not the player that Conte wanted, because he doesn't have that kind of aggressive nature that Conte likes. But he is finding his feet right now. And look, my opinion is that this won't last very long. In April, the team is going to crumble for a few weeks, and I'm almost sure about it. But I think you're giving Inter not enough credit. I don't think you give Inter enough credit. You're being mean to Povero Antonio.
Antonio is the worst manager. He's not going to manage a big team anymore. Everyone knows that.
You think so?
Well, I'm sure.
Lucas agrees with me. You think so?
I'm sure about that. Conte is not going to manage any big team anymore. I think he's an average manager. He's putting Eriksen because he doesn't have any choice. He was forced by the club because they cannot sell Eriksen. So
but that was 2 months ago.
It was a month ago. It was at the end of January. Until the market was open, he never put Eriksen. As soon as Marotta tells him we're not gonna sell him, he has to put it, because
is Eriksen a first team player right now? Is he? You think right now the only reason why he's a first team player is because Marotta, or not Marotta, sorry, or whoever told him.
No one bought him in January. No one gave it an offer.
No, I'm talking about right now, not January. January is over. We're not talking about January. January is over. I'm talking about right now. Is he a first team player? Why is he a first team player right now?
Do you want to bet that he's not going to play tomorrow? Vidal is going to play tomorrow. Do you want to bet?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow against Atalanta. Vidal is back from the injury.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know because I don't really follow the team as much. But from what I have seen, I'm assuming Eriksen will start. But this is an assumption.
I've been watching. I watched a lot of Inter games. Gagliardini and Vidal was the first choice for Conte.
Yeah,
Eriksen
but not now.
In the last 5 minutes.
But you're talking about the past. We are talking about now, right?
Well,
now.
I'm talking about Conte as a manager. That's what he did when he had all the three. He had Vidal, Gagliardini, and Eriksen available. He chose Vidal first choice, Gagliardini second choice, and Eriksen last 5 minutes. So, do you think that's a good manager?
Well, I think that Eriksen was not performing the way Conte wanted him to perform. And also, the system that Conte has, the 3-5-2, is a system in which the only real position, natural position that Eriksen could play in a 3-5-2 would be as a second striker. And he's not even that great of a second striker. Eriksen is an attacking midfielder. So even this position of like a mezzala hybrid trequartista on the left is an invention. So it's like it's an adapt. He has to adapt to this role. I think Eriksen right now is finding his feet. Right now he's taking a long time to adapt. He played like a little butterfly. He was like prancing around the field, and I saw that. I saw why Conte didn't want him in the first team plans. But right now, I think Eriksen found his feet. Like, we're talking about Denmark's best player. We're not talking about anyone.
Well, you have to tell that Conte, not me. I like Eriksen. Eriksen can play every game for Milan, but with the average manager like Conte, he wasn't even in the plan. Gagliardini was getting more minutes. There was that joke that Eriksen was on the top list.
But do you know why Conte didn't do that?
Because I think he's an average manager. He doesn't know how to manage big players. That's a fact.
It's I think it's because of his style. He wants warriors. He wants warriors on the field, and Eriksen wasn't giving him that.
Why you buy him for 20 millions in January?
So wait,
that's another. That's
in
another
January?
that you're not a good manager. You don't know what you're buying.
Hold on. Did he come in January?
Yeah, 1 year ago. He came in January. 1 year ago, they fight to get him. 20 million.
No, he didn't play last season in Italy. Was he in Italy last season?
Yeah, in January he was in Italy.
Wait, he did the whole last season?
All the second half of the last season. Conte wanted him.
Wow, he took a long time to adapt then. Holy shit.
I don't think Conte is a good manager. Conte is one of the few managers that puts in the bench players like Eriksen. It doesn't find the place for Eriksen.
Well, I think Eriksen is now going to become a staple for Inter, and he's going to keep his spot. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know where Vidal is. If Vidal just came from an injury, maybe Eriksen will start and Vidal will come in for him.
Well, let's see. I think Conte, because he's scared of the high press of Atalanta, is going to put Vidal instead of Eriksen.
That is something Conte would do. He would definitely. Conte is definitely the kind of manager that instead of going with an offensive tactic, he'll go with a defensive tactic first. So if he does that, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, that's the type of manager that doesn't win anything important in their history.
What do you mean? He propelled the Juventus to be those three. He won 3 Scudettis in a row.
Come on, bro. You know exactly how he won the first one. It was a goal 1 meter inside that everyone saw it except from the referee and the 2 line referees.
Yeah, but Milan also screwed up the game against Fiorentina.
I don't know that, man. You win 2-0 that game. I want to see Juventus recovering mentally from that loss. I want to see, and I don't want to start to mention all of the mistakes in favor of Juventus that season against all the teams, and the half-meter offside of Samoa and all these players. I don't want to talk about this because
no. Look, for sure,
everyone knows how he won the first Serie A league.
Look, for sure, that game was definitely weird. But if we wouldn't have lost against Fiorentina the next game, we would have still been first.
Man,
so I mean, Milan also has their blame,
Man, try to lose that game against Juventus in that way and recover mentally and try to win the next 5 days. You dominate that game, you score, and the referee didn't saw a goal 1 meter, 2 meter inside.
If you look at the difference of the roster of Milan Fiorentina, Milan should have won that game regardless anything.
I told you, man, it's not maths, it's football. The referee, helped that Juventus team that season.
You think that these players, they lose a game and then they go depressed and they say, no, I'm not going to perform? No, these players think about the next game. The way yes, there is truth in what you're saying that game maybe affected them psychologically, but it's not Juventus's fault that Milan lost against Fiorentina. It's Milan's fault that they lost against Fiorentina.
Man, listen, that Serie A, you have all the YouTube videos if you want. If you want to check how Juventus won that Serie A. There is a lot of YouTube videos you can show you exactly the 12 games Juventus won and in the way they won it. It's simple as that. You can see it. You can see a penalty kick given 2 meters outside the box. You can see a lot of things that people didn't even imagine to win, to see. So I don't.
Yeah, it's fine. Let me just read this. Absolutely, Ibrahaj says Conte wants physical players, and Andre Timotin says Conte won the. Okay, so Conte won also in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I mean, I think saying that Conte is an average coach is a little bit. I call that a hot Twitter take.
Well, let's Andre Timothy. I want to ask him what he did the season after.
I
He
thought
didn't go top 4.
I thought with Italy, Conte did really well. I thought that you remember that EuroLeague
with Italy. I don't. Yeah, but I don't care about that.
You hate Conte. You think Conte is a shit, and you hate him.
I think he's not a top manager. It's simple as that, and he's not gonna manage any top team anymore. Believe me.
Like, this is being recorded, and you're saying he's not gonna manage a top team anymore. So if he does manage a top team anymore, you're gonna be recorded forever. But but he will.
Let's see what is the top team he's gonna manage.
Andre Timotin said he sucked.
Well, he didn't go top 4 after the season he won the Premier League.
No, look, I will say this. I don't think he's an average manager. I think he's above average, but I don't think he's a top. Like, I don't think he's in the level of. I mean, in order to be considered a top manager, he has to do something in Europe. He has to go further ahead in Europe. Sarri won more in Europe. Speaking of Sarri, Laird, let me ask you, if Pioli were to get fired, would you get Sarri?
No.
Because Sarri plays the kind of football that Milan likes, that possession football, offensive football. Maybe Sarri. Who would be your choices if Pioli were to be sacked? And chat, whoever's listening, give us some names of coaches you think would suit Milan's style.
Roy, we have to end it in a few minutes, but I don't think depends on the player AC Milan wants to buy. If AC Milan is going to buy big players, you need a big manager, somebody with a name, somebody. I wouldn't mind to see in 2 years Guardiola as a manager of AC Milan, and I'm not a big fan of Guardiola.
Someone a little bit more, more, let's say, in Milan's range of availability. Guardiola, I mean, unless you pay him 20 million a day, he's not going to come. So someone, let's say now.
I don't think Guardiola is going to manage Juventus. I think Guardiola is coming to Serie A. He wants to manage the Serie A.
Yeah, I think so too.
For sure.
I think
and I don't think he's going to go to Juventus and Inter.
Hey, if this prediction comes to life, I would be very happy because I would love to see Guardiola in AC Milan.
Definitely,
amazing.
Definitely, he's going to stay another 2 years to City for sure. And he's going to go to a team that spends a lot, so a team that actually has the power to buy the players he wants, and he gives them total trust for at least 5 years.
But realistically, like, Guardiola wouldn't come to Milan unless Milan has what you just said, that spending power to buy the players that he wants.
Well,
right?
You have to consider that the team is going to have a stadium in 3 or 4 years. The team is going to hopefully be always in the top 4 for the next years. So the money is going to come. The money is going to be there. And TV rights are going to be there constantly.
Hey, so if that happens, I'm very happy. I'm all for that.
Yeah, so you need a manager at the moment for the next 3 years, like Pioli, that actually works pretty well with
But
young players.
let's say Pioli fails. Let's say Pioli fails. Like he loses 5 games in a row, and the team changes. Wants to change manager. Ibrahim Adan Dirir says Nagelsmann. Do you know this manager?
Yeah. I know Nagelsmann.
Is
Yeah,
he?
can be an option, Nagelsmann. But you need player that speak English. He doesn't. He's not going to speak Italian straight away.
English coach.
No, he's German, but he speaks English.
Okay.
So
What about De Zerbi?
I don't know.
Sassuolo's playing nice. So you wouldn't get Sarri, really? You wouldn't get Sarri? You don't think Sarri would be a good fit for AC Milan?
Maybe Sarri can be a good fit. Maybe. I don't know. I'm like he's done great football with Napoli, and even with Juventus, he was good. I don't know why Juventus were complaining.
Yeah.
But I would like someone young, someone really young, somebody. I don't know. I don't
What about
mind.
Spalletti? Spalletti has always flirted with AC Milan. What do you think of him?
Can be an option. Spalletti can be an option, but I don't mind maybe Ancelotti's comeback as well.
What about this? Are you ready for this one? What about Gasperini?
Maybe.
Do you
It's
think
really
Gasperini
hard.
would be able? Because Gasperini, when he was in Inter, he wasn't able to be the kind of coach that could manage big names. At least that's in that period. Do you think he could do it with AC Milan after his experience in Atalanta?
Spalletti's always been good to achieve the top four, always. So definitely I want an option that achieves the top four every season. That's important for me. So yeah, it would be an option. Even somebody who's I don't mind Inzaghi is doing well with Benevento.
Oh, yeah. Inzaghi, even Simone Inzaghi.
Simone Inzaghi can be an option.
What about Gattuso? Would you take Gattuso back?
Yeah, I will get Gattuso back if he has a decent team. But it's really hard to get a proper. I would get somebody which is the second of a good manager. But yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard. Let's see. Well, we close it here, Roy.
All right. Yes, guys. So listen, before we close, quick comments about what I've seen about Manchester United. I'll tell you what I think and what I expect, and then you do the same, Light, and we close it off. So as far as I've seen, Manchester United play similar to Milan when they have the space. Hold on. Before we go into our last comments, let's respond to Andrea Timotin. Take my 2 coins. Pioli, to me, is a coach that can bring a team to life, but he doesn't have the power to push them to be champions. They need to be more cold-blooded. No, they need a more cold-blooded coach like Guardiola. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Andrea Timotin. So far, Pioli has not shown to do that. He's won, I think, what has he won? He's won the Coppa Italia a bunch of times, and that's pretty much it, right? But I don't think he needs to prove his worth with AC Milan. Anyway, so I was saying, and then we'll finish. Yes, Manchester United. I'm expecting a game. I was actually expecting a tougher game than I anticipated. I think this game is going to be a little bit easier than I initially thought. Manchester United doesn't seem to be a team that could roll over Milan. But that's to be seen. That's to be seen. This is my first impression. Obviously, I could be completely wrong, and Manchester United will destroy AC Milan. But from what I'm seeing, this is going to be a pretty even match, and Milan has a good chance of going through. Larry, you take the last word.
I think It's gonna be a tough game, but we're gonna perform well. But I'm not sure we're gonna go further to Europa League. I think this is it. We're going out this time. Hopefully, we're going out with two draws, 0-0, 1-1, or something like that, 1-1, 0-0, whatever it is. But yeah, playing well because we need some self-esteem, and it's gonna be a tough game, Roy, because we have a lot of injury, and I don't think it's healthy for us to stay in the Europa League longer than this. I think it's time to just not give up, but accept the truth. We don't have enough players to compete in two competitions. And
So
Forza Milan, of course.
do you have any predictions? Let's see, early scoring predictions.
Ooh,
First.
Man United 2-0, by the way.
Wow. Talk too
Nice
soon, huh?
counter-attack. Was a good counter-attack. Luke Shaw, the left back.
What are your predictions? Scoreline for the first leg?
I would say 1-1 or 2-1 from 2-2 for like a draw, I would say. Second leg, I think a draw again. I don't think we're not gonna lose and we're not gonna win, basically.
So you said it might go to penalties.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, last comments here. Ibrahim says Cassidy will be a new AC Milan legend. I completely agree, 100%. Do you agree, Light?
Sorry, what? I didn't hear. Sorry.
Cassidy will be a new AC Milan legend.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. Let's see this summer what they're gonna do if they're going to buy decent players.
Can't sell him. If they sell him, I'll be very happy. Necklord, last comment. Necklord says, I would want the Ajax coach. We play too wide. I want a more compact pass inside. Do we play too wide?
I think Serie A it's a business not for everyone.
Who is the coach of Ajax? Do you know? What's his name?
No, I don't know him. Ajax plays well, but it's different. Serie A is different, man.
Yeah.
And
Well, okay,
Guardiola
guys.
played in Serie A. He knows the vibe.
Yeah, I do like the idea of playing a compact passing. Like that's the kind of football that Milan has always loved to play. This tiki-taka kind of style. Not as crazy as the Spanish teams, but almost that kind of possession football. I want to see AC Milan play like when Ancelotti was there.
Yeah,
that was the best AC Milan that I've seen in the past 20 years. Anyway, guys, we will see you on Wednesday for a podcast, and we will have a guest. There's going to be a Manchester United YouTuber that is going to join us. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to have more predictions, and we're going to give you a little bit of information, maybe even the history of this matchup, Manchester United against AC Milan. A lot of history. The last game that these two played in a competitive competition was 4-0 for Manchester United. So we need to we have some revenge to get. But our history of Manchester United has been very positive. We've, as I was saying earlier, we've reached 3 Champions League finals via Manchester United in the semifinals. So join us on Wednesday's podcast, and then, of course, for the live watch along on Thursday. Everybody, Forza Milan, thank you for being here. 3 points, well deserved. Amazing goal by Krunic, amazing goal by Dalot. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and always keep Rossoneri TV in your mind. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
Forza
Right?
Milan.
Forza Milan. Have a good one.